colors by the Arkansas Tech University ROTC, marched in by Cadet John Fisk, supervised by Assistant Professor of Military Science Captain Matthew Sweeney, conducted by Director of Bands Dr. Daniel A. Belangia, our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the dismissal of colors. Tech family, let's have some fun as we support Coach Monica and our Wonder Boy team. Now it's your time to get loud. It's the Tech Spell Out. Give me a T. Give me an E. Give me a C. Give me an H. What's that spell? What's that spell? Who's gonna win? Throughout this year's season, we're going to honor our seniors by featuring them as conductors of our alma mater. Tonight's seniors are Nathan Andrews, Jared Apple, Colby Lawyer, and Jeremy Rogelio. And now we invite all of the Tech family to rise and sing along. This is our Arkansas Tech University alma mater.
GAC Football Championship. The Mule Riders feature two preseason All-America selections on the offensive side of the ball, quarterback Barrett Renner and tight end Tanner Hudson. They lead a unit that averaged 469.8 yards of total offense last season, most in the GAC. Tech has a chance to announce itself as a contender tonight. History is on the side of the Wonder Boys. The home team has won the last 9 meetings between these two programs. Thank you for joining us on the Tyson Foods pregame show. Tyson Foods, keep it real, keep it Tyson. We will take a 2-minute break and then come back with a look at the starting lineups. You're listening to Wonder Boys Football.
The band is
The officials for this evening's Great American Conference game: the referee, Tommy Little; the umpire, Devon Darden; the head linesman, David Coleman; the line judge, Russ Shows; the field judge, Michael Stevens; the side judge, Danny Love; and the back judge, Brett Tony.
Fans, at this time, let's welcome the Arkansas Tech Golden Girls and the Arkansas Tech Cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
Washington's 6'1", 240, a sophomore from Marshall, Texas. The interior defensive linemen, I should say, are Travis Williams, 6', 283, a senior from Jackson, Mississippi, and Antonio Washington, 6', 267, a redshirt freshman from Marshall, Texas. Now for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, under the direction of fifth-year head coach Raymond Monica, with a record of 23-22 at Arkansas Tech. He will send out these starters first on the offensive side of the ball. The starting quarterback is Ty Reesner, 6'2", 204, a senior from Cashion, Oklahoma, coming back from a season-ending wrist injury that he suffered against the same Southern Arkansas Mule Riders early in the 2016 season a year ago. The halfback is Chris Eastburn, 6', 244, a junior from Piercy. The tailback, Brian Allen, 5'11", 191, a junior out of Forest City, who in just 2 seasons at Arkansas Tech has already accumulated 1,734 career rushing yards. The tight end is Royce Finley, 6 foot 205, a senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. The wide receivers are Jacob Dean, 5'10", 190, junior, Norman, Oklahoma, and J.V. Davis, 6 foot 193, a junior from Benton. The offensive lineman for the Wonder Boys at left tackle, it's Trey Bradley, 6'4", 270, junior, Conway. Mitch Williams is the left guard, 6'3", 281, a sophomore from Bentonville. Mason Minix is the center, 6'2", 294, a sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Stephen Watson is the right guard, 6'2", 279, a senior from Pine Bluff. And Cole Fritchen is the right tackle, 6'6", 322, a sophomore from Bryant. Now on the defensive side of the ball for Arkansas Tech, at the defensive ends, it's Jerry Henry, 6'1", 222, a junior from Osceola, and Harrison Lester, 6'2", 259, a junior from Clinton. The interior defensive linemen for the Wonder Boys are Hakeem Ennis, 5'11", 240, a freshman from Decatur, Georgia, and Byron Pruitt, 6 foot 317, a senior from Arlington, Texas. The linebackers, Seth Culp, 6'1", 260, senior, Temple, Texas, and KJ Reed, 6'1", 219, junior out of Texarkana. The safeties are Darren Kane, 5'10", 195, sophomore, Houston, Texas, and Jordan Hill, 5'11", 189, junior, Mesquite, Texas. The rover is Quay Rose, 5'10", 183, a junior out of McGee, and the Wonder Boys' active leader in career tackles with 141. The cornerbacks are Jant Weary, 5'11", 179, a junior from Mesquite, Texas, and Mike Sherwood, a transfer from Auburn University, 5'10", 178, a senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Those are the starters. We will break for 2 minutes on the Tyson Foods pregame show and then come back with the opening kickoff between the Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders. This is Arkansas Tech football.
Tails. Keep on tails. All right. And it is tails. You won the toss. You're going to defer to the second half. You want to defer? No? Okay. Which end would you like to kick from? You're going to kick this way. Take you back to the Southern Arkansas has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. Arkansas Tech will receive at the north end. Good luck, gentlemen.
I am a
Welcome back to the Team Clean broadcast booth on the Tyson Foods pregame show here at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville as we get ready to start the 2017 football season. Arkansas Tech University hosting Southern Arkansas University in Great American Conference action, the 81st meeting between these two programs, two institutions that were founded with the same stroke of Governor George Donaghy's pen back on April 1st, 1909, when he established 4 agricultural schools around the state of Arkansas. These were 2 of them, and tonight they meet on the football field once more, and the 103rd season of Wonder Boys football is underway. The opening kickoff fielded at the 4-yard line by Jant Weary out to the 20-yard line, sidesteps a couple of would-be tacklers, and then is wrapped up by Lamontrick Turner, a sophomore defensive back for Southern Arkansas, and Jant Weary is down at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Wonder Boys will go on offense for the first time this season. And leading Arkansas Tech onto the field is quarterback Ty Reesner. Reesner last year completed 48 of 78 passes for 727 yards and 5 touchdowns before he was knocked out for the season with a broken wrist, hit his hand on a helmet on the follow-through on a pass at Southern Arkansas 1 year ago. But back out there tonight for the Wonder Boys, and on first down, he will hand it off to another Wonder Boy coming back from injury, Brian Allen. He tries the middle, but nothing there to plug the hole for Southern Arkansas, were Malik Preston and Anthony Washington. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down and 10 for the Wonder Boys from their own 26-yard line. Split out wide to the left for Arkansas Tech are J.V. Davis and Tevin McKenzie at wide receiver spots. Ty Reesner brings Brian Allen in motion, rejoining Reesner in the backfield. The handoff is to Allen. Allen runs left. Allen gets a block. It'll be a block in the back, though, at about the 28-yard line. They stop Allen at the 31 following a gain of 5, but the Wonder Boys are going to pay the price for either a block in the back or a hold. It was one or the other. And let's see which one it was. Either way, the Wonder Boys are going to be backing up from the spot of that foul. The referee straightening it out with his crew right now.
Holding.
It is going to be
offense,
holding.
number 56.
Holding
10-yard penalty
against the
from the end
Wonder
of the
Boys.
run.
It'll be stepped off from the
down.
spot of the foul, which appears to be the 30-yard line. That'll move it back. Well, actually going to spot it off from the 31 back to the 21. And so it'll be second down and 15 for Arkansas Tech from its own 21-yard line. Checking in at wide receiver spots, Jacob Dean, along with Tremel Glasper. Out wide to the left alone is Dean. 3 receivers to the right side, as Ty Reesner awaits the snap on 2nd and 15. He will fake the handoff, setting up a middle screen. It is complete to the far side to Jacob Dean. Dean with some running room. He's drugged down from behind at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 yards and a first down for Arkansas Tech on a perfectly executed screen pass. First completion of the season for Ty Reesner, and he wants to go quickly. 3 receivers to his right. On 1st and 10 from the Arkansas Tech 39-yard line. Reesner has the snap, fakes the handoff to Allen, rolling to his right. Reesner's going to run with it. He's at the 45, and he slides down close to a first down marker. A Southern Arkansas defender came in and laid a lick on him as he was going into his slide. No penalty flag, and they will mark Reesner down at the spot where he began his slide, which was the 47-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 8 for Arkansas Tech. Second down and 2. There is an injured mule rider on the play. While they tend to him, we will pause for 30 seconds plus a station ID. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. Oklahoma State tonight at Cliff Harris Stadium, but they moved that game up 24 hours. Had to make that decision early in the week when it looked like the effects of Hurricane Harvey, then Tropical Depression Harvey, as it made its way through Arkansas, might have been worse than they turned out to be. So they made the decision to go ahead and move that game to Wednesday just to be safe. And Ouachita Baptist came out the winner last night, 31-28 over the Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers. Tonight there are two other games in the Great American Conference. Southeastern Oklahoma State is at Southern Nazarene, and the Savage Storm right now all over the Crimson Storm, as it is 28-0 Southeastern Oklahoma State in the lead with 3:51 remaining in the second quarter. The other game tonight is between Henderson State and Harding, two of what have been the top programs since the GAC was formed back in 2011, and they are scheduled to meet in Searcy tonight at First Security Stadium. No report from Searcy as of yet on that one. They have called for the cart for the injured Southern Arkansas Mule Rider, so we will step aside for a 2-minute break and then come back with the identity of the injured Mule Rider. This is Arkansas Tech football.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted
the injured Southern Arkansas Mule Rider being applauded now as he gets to his feet. It is Stacy Lawrence, a 5'10", 180-pound junior defensive back from Irving, Texas. It does not appear to be a head or neck injury. They have heavily ace bandaged his left shoulder, and so it appears to be a left shoulder situation for Stacy Lawrence, and so nothing in the head or neck trauma category, and that's certainly good news from that perspective. But Stacy Lawrence appears to be done for the night for Southern Arkansas, and he figured prominently in last year's meeting between these two teams. It was his interception with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left that sealed Southern Arkansas's 28-21 win over Arkansas Tech on September 24th of last year in Magnolia. As the Mule Riders were able to keep that streak going, now 9 consecutive wins for the home team in this series. Arkansas Tech leads the all-time series with the Mule Riders. The Wonder Boys 45-31-4 all-time against Southern Arkansas. Now back to the action as Lawrence is carted off the field. It'll be Ty Reesner at quarterback for Arkansas Tech on 2nd down and 2 for the Wonder Boys from their own 47-yard line. 13:15 to go in the first quarter. No score between Tech and SAU. Brian Allen is the running back. He gets the handoff and then gets absolutely clobbered by Anthony Washington, who came through. It must have been untouched, the rate at which he arrived at Brian Allen's position, and dropped him on the turf for a loss back to the 42-yard line. A loss of 5, and it will be 3rd down and 7 for the Wonder Boys from their own 42. Arkansas Tech a year ago, 9th in the GAC in third down conversion rate at 36.1%. Reisner fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and it is incomplete. It was either incomplete or intercepted. It went through the hands of Tevin McKenzie, the Arkansas Tech intended receiver, and then a diving attempt at an interception off the deflection made by Elgin Moore, but he could not pick it off the turf. It falls incomplete, and now Clayton Watson out to punt it away for Arkansas Tech. The line of scrimmage is the Wonder Boys 42 on 4th down and 7. A year ago, Watson averaged 42.6 yards per punt. That was 2nd in the Great American Conference and 8th in all of NCAA Division II. Watson, in his 4th year as a punter for the Wonder Boys, takes the snap, gets the kick away. It is a beautiful, high, wobbly kick that will land right at the goal line and bound into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for Southern Arkansas from its own 20-yard line when we come back. 12:26 to go in the first quarter from the Team Clean broadcast booth at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, where the score is Arkansas Tech 0 and Southern Arkansas 0. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
Yes, sir.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
Touchdown pass from Terrence Dingle to Grant Kimberlin, and then 2 plays later, Henderson State answers with a 72-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Black to C.W. Caver, and the Reddies and the Bisons are tied at 7 with 13:14 to go in the first quarter. Barrett Renner at quarterback for Southern Arkansas as the Mule Riders go on offense for the first time. Renner turns and hands it off to Michael Nunnery. Nunnery running right. He goes out over the 20-yard line to the 21. A gain of 1. Stop made for Arkansas Tech University by Harrison Lester. And it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Southern Arkansas. Nunnery, the ball carrier. A year ago, he was 4th in the GAC in rushing at 92.5 yards per game. He is the lone setback behind Barrett Renner in a pistol formation. With 11:57 to go in a scoreless first quarter at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville. The left-hander Renner throws short and incomplete, too low for his intended target as he was trying to connect on the far side of the field with Carrance Higgins, junior wide receiver. The incompletion will make it 3rd down and 9 for Southern Arkansas. In 2016, the Mule Riders converted on 45.3% of their 3rd down conversion opportunities. That was 4th best in the Great American Conference. Renner will start out alone in the backfield here on 3rd down and 9. He's got 2 receivers to his right and 3 to his left. The Wonder Boys show a middle blitz with their linebackers Culp and Reed. Southern Arkansas looks like they might be changing the play. Renner takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up across the middle. It is complete, I believe it is, but well short of the 1st down. A sliding catch made by Jonathan Weisheit, senior wide receiver at the 24-yard line. It's only 3 yards, though. They needed 9, and on 4th down and 6, Southern Arkansas will be forced to punt it away. So 3 and out for a Mule Rider offense that ranked number 1 in the GAC and 20th in the nation in total offense last year when they averaged almost 470 yards of total offense per game. Braden Stringer back to return the punt off the foot of Tanner Hudson, who doubles as their punter. 1 bounce, Stringer takes it at his own 39, runs straight ahead out to midfield, stopped there by Southern Arkansas's Corey Jenkins. They'll mark him down right at the 50, and with 11:04 to go in the first quarter, there's timeout on the field. No score between the Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders. Back in 1 minute. This is Arkansas Tech football.
knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
It's easy to see why more than 12,000 students choose Tech. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
We pass along best wishes to the Arkansas Tech volleyball team as head coach Christy Beyer and the Golden Suns get set to open their season this weekend with a classic up at Washburn University. Golden Suns will play at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock tomorrow, then 2 more matches on Saturday. Check ArkansasTechSports.com for updates throughout the weekend. Ty Reesner wants to throw deep on first down to the far side of the field. It is just beyond the reach of his intended receiver, Tevin McKenzie. No penalty flag on the play as there was a good deal of back and forth between McKenzie and the man there with the coverage for Southern Arkansas. The pass falls incomplete at the SAU 5-yard line. There with the coverage for the Mule Riders, it was Darren Crawford, senior defensive back. And so now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Wonder Boys. The line of scrimmage is the Southern Arkansas 49. Reesner in a pistol formation with Brian Allen behind him. Reesner fakes the handoff, throws short to the near side, complete to Jacob Dean, wide receiver out of Norman, Oklahoma, makes the catch and steps out of bounds at the SAU 44-yard line, a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Wonder Boys. J.V. Davis and Tremel Glasper are the receivers to the left side of the formation. Jacob Dean to the right. Chris Eastburn, the halfback, is to the right side of the formation along with tailback Brian Allen. Reesner has the snap on 3rd down, throws to the near side and wide of his target. Now a late penalty flag comes in, and I think they're going to get Southern Arkansas's Lorenzo Watkins for either a hold or a pass interference on the intended receiver, Jacob Dean. The officials will huddle and talk it over, with 10:33 to go in the first quarter and no score between Tech and SAU here on a beautiful night in Russellville. Here's the referee to let us know.
Pass interference.
They're going to call it pass interference against Southern Arkansas.
Spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
That'll be the spot of the foul as it was inside 15 yards. They'll put it at the Southern Arkansas 34-yard line. It is an automatic first down. And the Wonder Boys will go back to work from there, 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Reesner brings a man in motion. He flips it to that man, Tevin McKenzie. McKenzie trying to get around right in, but he is hemmed in and will be dropped back at the 40-yard line. Stop made for Southern Arkansas by, among others, Lamontrick Turner and Lorenzo Watkins. The loss on the play is to the 38-yard line, a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 14 for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys will get an extra wide receiver in the game as Chris Eastburn checks out, replaced by Tremel Glasper. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Mule Riders look to be offsides. Reesner rolling right. It's a free play, and he throws incomplete to the near sideline. He had Jacob Dean all alone inside the 15-yard line and just couldn't get the football to him. The pass falls incomplete, but it will be not all lost because it'll be offsides against Southern Arkansas.
5-yard penalty.
So the Wonder Boys will get 5 yards and that down back. The football will be advanced to the Mule Riders' 33-yard line. And from there, it will be 2nd down and 9 for Arkansas Tech. 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the first quarter. Glad you're with us tonight on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. Reesner to throw, fakes, now he's in some trouble, gets away from the rush, gets a block, looking for the corner, now looking for the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and credit Brian Allen for coming back to help out his quarterback and give him the block that freed him to make something out of what looked like it might be nothing. A gain of 4 on the play to the 29. And it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Arkansas Tech. And this could very well be 4-down territory if the Wonder Boys are unable to pick up the first down here on 3rd and 5. Reesner Flanked by 2 setbacks, now he sends Allen in motion right. Reesner wants to throw to the far side, complete for what looks to be a first down, but there is a penalty flag thrown in a spot where you see a lot of holding calls. The catch was made by Jacob Dean, and he would have had the first down, except it is holding against the Wonder Boys.
78. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
So that'll cost him 10 from the previous spot. It'll move the football back to the 34-yard line. Or I should say the 39-yard line, my apologies. And from the 39-yard line, it will now be 3rd down and 15 for Arkansas Tech. A big holding penalty there for the Wonder Boys. Eastburn checks back in. He goes to the left side of the formation. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Reesner awaits the snap on 3rd and 15 from the SAU 39. Has it, has time, throws across the middle. It is incomplete. He was trying to connect inside the 15-yard line with Tevin McKenzie. But the pass just a little low, trying to fit it into a tight window. And now Arkansas Tech will call upon Clayton Watson to try to pin Southern Arkansas deep in its own territory. Line of scrimmage is the SAU 39. The Mule Riders, I'm certain, are wary of a fake here, even though the yardage to gain is substantial. It's 4th and 15. Desmond Jones back deep at the 10-yard line for SAU. Watson is going to punt it. Little rugby-style kick, a roller that is taken by Jones at about the 12-yard line, and he'll advance it up to the 20. Stop made for Arkansas Tech by Dylan Davis. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Southern Arkansas from its own 19-yard line. 9 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score between Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas. It's really getting ugly now in Bethany. They're late in the second quarter, and it is Southeastern Oklahoma State 42 and hapless Southern Nazarene 0. 9:02 to go in the first quarter here as Barrett Renner brings the Southern Arkansas offense back onto the field for a second time. They went 3 and out their first trip onto the field. Man in motion is the running back, Michael Nunnery. He joins Renner in the backfield, handoff Nunnery. Nunnery going around right in, meets KJ Reed at the point of attack, and he stopped at the 23-yard line, a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Southern Arkansas. Mentioned the Mule Riders led the GAC in total offense a year ago. They were 5th in the league rushing the football at just over 175 yards per game. They were 3rd in the league passing the football. They averaged 294.5 yards through the air a year ago. Renner, in Southern Arkansas's win over Tech a year ago, was 37 of 48 for 399 yards and 3 touchdowns. He hands it off here, a little end around with Keandre Purifoy. Purifoy close to and perhaps even has 1st down yardage up near the 30-yard line as he followed the right side of his offensive line for a gain of 7, and it is enough for a Southern Arkansas 1st down. The Mule Riders have it 1st and 10 at their own 30 following their first down of the year. Barrett Renner brings the Mule Riders to the line of scrimmage. Renner awaits the snap, has it, turns, hands it off, straight ahead running with Purifoy. And he'll be stopped after a short gain up to the 32-yard line. The Wonder Boys are going to shuttle in some fresh defensive linemen here, among them checking in. Chad Arnold, Trey Chisholm is in for Arkansas Tech on the defensive line, along with Dylan Davis, who made that special team stop just a moment ago. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Southern Arkansas from its own 32-yard line. 4 down linemen for the Wonder Boys. Renner hands it off. It's Nunnery this time. He tries the middle and not much there. They'll get him up to the 33-yard line, a gain of just 1. And it'll be 3rd down and, well, they're going to give him to the 34-yard line, so let's call it 3rd down and 6 for Southern Arkansas as we go under 7 minutes to play in a scoreless first quarter. Again, changes on the defensive line for Arkansas Tech, as Gary Burton and Hunter Hudson are back in to try to rush the passer here on 3rd down and 6. Southern Arkansas operates from its own 34-yard line. Renner looks to the far sideline. Mule Riders offensive coordinator is Landon Keppel, son of head coach Bill Keppel. Renner wants to throw, has a lot of time, has Nunnery in the flat for a 1st down and more. Nunnery will be forced to step out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The gain on the play is 9. It is enough for a Southern Arkansas first down. And the truth of the matter is that if Barrett Renner is allowed that much time to throw the football, he will be tough to stop. 1st and 10 Mule Riders from their own 43. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. There's never been a more pleasant evening for football at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field than this one. Handoff running left up to the 46-yard line, a gain of 3. Ball carrier that time for Southern Arkansas was Sir Charles Perkins. He is down after a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Southern Arkansas. Perkins checks out after that short gain as Keandre Purifoy is back in as the running back. 2 receivers left for Southern Arkansas. Bit of a tight formation here. Man in motion. They will hand it off on an end around to Carrance Higgins. Higgins trying to get the corner. A penalty flag comes in as KJ Reed was able to force Higgins out of bounds at the Southern Arkansas 48-yard line. Now we have to see what the penalty flag is about. Score update from Searcy, now with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the first quarter.
45. 10 yards from the
Henderson State has moved in front of Harding by a score of 14-7 on a 1-yard rush by quarterback Andrew Black. That capped a 13-play, 89-yard scoring drive for the Reddies. And they move in front of the nationally 15th ranked Bisons by a touchdown in Searcy. Holding was the call against Southern Arkansas. It moves the football back to the 36-yard line of the Mule Riders. And from there, they will face 2nd down and 17. Quarterback Barrett Renner will be joined in the backfield by Keandre Purifoy. He's got 3 receivers to choose from to his right and 1 to his left. They will throw it across the middle, catch over the 40-yard line, and upended near midfield is Jonathan Weisheit. Stop made for Arkansas Tech University by Quay Rose. Rose came into the night with 141 career tackles, 65 of which came last year, 7 career interceptions, 26 career passes defended for the junior from McGee. Spent a redshirt year at Pittsburgh State University and then wanted to come back home to be closer to her sister after she had some health concerns. The Wonder Boys have been very glad to have Quay Rose for these last 2 seasons plus this year. Throw to the far side of the field. Renner complete to Tanner Hudson, but a great open field tackle made by Arkansas Tech's Jordan Hill, the junior defensive back, one-on-one against the preseason All-American Tanner Hudson, and able to wrestle him down to the 50-yard line, short of the yard to gain. And now it's 4th down and 3 for Southern Arkansas. That's one of those little plays that can help you win a football game right there, as it forces Southern Arkansas into a punting situation. And it was definitely Jordan Hill's play to make. If he doesn't make that tackle, then Hudson at least has the first down. Now it'll be Hudson to punt as Braden Stringer waits at his own 16-yard line. Off the left foot of Hudson, it's a line drive kick that will land at the 20, takes a big bounce and roll forward into the end zone for a touchback. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Arkansas Tech from its own 20-yard line with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter, and still no score between the Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders on River Country KCJC and ArkansasTechSports.com. Glad to be with you tonight from the Team Clean broadcast booth. After the game, we will have the Phil Wright Autoplex Player of the Game, as Ty Reesner brings the Wonder Boys back onto the field. 2 receivers to his left. Brian Allen is the running back. Reesner awaits the snap. Has it. He will hand it off. Allen around right in. Is wrapped up and taken down by Southern Arkansas's Garrett Turnbull. Correction, that's not Turnbull. It's not 45, it's 46. My apologies. Malik Preston on that stop for Southern Arkansas. And now it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Wonder Boys from their own 24. They go quickly, another handoff to Allen. Allen will have the first down, except a penalty flag comes in well after Allen was beyond the spot of the foul. They throw the penalty flag for what will almost certainly be holding against Arkansas Tech.
Holding.
That is the
Offense
case.
number 56. 10 yards from the previous
The Wonder
spot.
Boys,
Replay second down.
with this miscue, have now been penalized 3 times for 25 yards so far tonight. Arkansas Tech a year ago averaged 85.9 penalty yards per game. That was second most in the Great American Conference. The Wonder Boys ranked 152nd in the country in penalties a year ago. Head coach Raymond Monica worked to remedy that in the offseason, brought in officiating crews to a couple of practices, really tried to crack down on the penalties. We'll see if it pays off here in 2017. Hand off to Brian Allen. He'll try the middle, and not much there. Malichi Pointer, a junior defensive lineman for Southern Arkansas, makes the stop. And it's going to bring up third down and long for the Wonder Boys. Arkansas Tech 0 for 2 on third down conversions so far tonight. This time it's third down and 15 from their own 15. Ty Reisner awaits the snap. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Penalty flag down. Pass across the middle intended for Brian Allen is incomplete. Broken up by Travis Williams. A penalty flag flew at the snap of the football. I would not be stunned if we have offsides against Southern Arkansas. That would be a welcome development for the Wonder Boys, as it would give them another try at this third down. Here's the referee to let us know.
Offsides.
It is indeed offsides against Southern Arkansas. So that was a free play for the Wonder Boys.
Third down.
And now it's third down and 10 for Arkansas Tech from its own 20. 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field. Stay with us at halftime. We'll bring you a portion of the Arkansas Tech Marching Band performance. Arkansas's Band of Distinction. Brian Allen stays in at running back on third down and 10. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Reisner sets up a screen for Allen. It's through his hands and incomplete. Could have been intercepted by Dominique Scott, but he was slow to recognize the deflection. It falls incomplete, and on fourth down and 10, the Wonder Boys will again call upon the services of Clayton Watson. Watson so far tonight has punted twice for an average of 43 yards per boot. The one time he was turned loose to kick it as far as he wanted to, he kicked it 60 yards. Does have a bit of a northerly breeze at his back as the Wonder Boys moving toward the south goal and the bandstand here in the first quarter. Again, he will ride that wind and kick it all the way down to the 30-yard line, fielded there by Jonathan Weisheidt, and Weisheidt will be stopped after a return of just 5 yards. Surely wrapped up and taken down to the turf by Eric McPherson of Arkansas Tech University. McPherson, a senior linebacker for Arkansas Tech. Eric calls Jackson, Mississippi home, a senior in his second year with the Wonder Boys after transferring in from East Central Junior College in Mississippi. The line of scrimmage is the SAU 36. They gave him 6 yards on that return when all was said and done. First down and 10 for Barrett Renner. Renner 4 of 5 passing so far for 26 yards. Now he's 4 out of 6 as he leads his intended target, Michael Nunnery, out of the backfield too much. The pass falls incomplete, and it'll be second down and 10 for Southern Arkansas with 2:07 to play in the opening quarter. Dylan Davis, Chad Arnold, Jared Loftus among the defensive linemen in there right now for Arkansas Tech. KJ Reed in at linebacker along with Seth Culp. Barrett Renner has the snap, looks across the middle, throws complete. Hudson has it. Hudson will be stopped short of the first down, it appears, unless they give him an awfully good spot. Looked like he was stopped cold dead at the 45-yard line, but they're going to give him a little extra over the 45-yard line. Looks like it'll be third down and inches for Southern Arkansas. Wonder Boys shuttle back in some different defensive linemen. Harrison Lester is back in along with Byron Pruitt. They'll try to clog up the middle here on third down and inches. Barrett Renner in a pistol formation, hands to Nunnery. Nunnery, like a battering ram, goes straight ahead and will have the first down. The gain on the play will be 3 to the Southern Arkansas 48-yard line. The Mule Riders improve to 2 out of 4 on third down conversion tries, and it's first and 10 Southern Arkansas from its own 48-yard line with 1:17 to play in the first quarter. Jant Weary and Mike Sherwood are the cornerbacks at the moment for Arkansas Tech. Darren Kane is in there at a safety spot. Quay Rose and Jordan Hill as well in the secondary. Renner wants to throw it deep, has a man inside the 30. It is complete at the 20-yard line. Wrestled down at the 10 is Karance Higgins. Touchdown saving tackle made for Arkansas Tech by Quay Rose. He is down at the 10-yard line is Karance Higgins. The gain on the play for Southern Arkansas is 42 yards. Biggest play of the night for either side. And it's first down and goal Southern Arkansas at the Arkansas Tech 10-yard line. Renner will operate from a pistol with Keandre Purifoy behind him. The tight end Tanner Hudson in motion right. Renner fakes the handoff, wants to throw, has a man in the open. It's Turnbull. Turnbull makes one man miss, lowers his shoulder, and gets down to the 1-yard line. Garrett Turnbull, the senior fullback, with the reception. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 3. So a gain of 7. And it'll be second down and goal for Southern Arkansas from there. 18 seconds remaining in the quarter. Mule Riders would have the option of allowing the period to expire. Let's see what they want to do. Barrett Renner whistles and penalty flags before the snap. And let's see, might we have a false start against Southern Arkansas? Here's the referee to let us know, or might the Wonder Boys have one too many men on the field as Jant Weary comes running off. Yep. 12 men on the field against Arkansas Tech is the call, and so that'll cost them half the distance to the goal line. It moves the football down to the 1-yard line. And it'll be second down and goal for Southern Arkansas from there. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter, and the Mule Riders are going to let it run out. We've played 15 minutes at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, and our score is Arkansas Tech 0, Southern Arkansas 0. Back in 30 seconds, this is Wonder Boys football.
I knew I'd follow my heart into the Arkansas Tech nursing program, but I didn't know I'd fall in love with the campus.
I knew I would check out international business, but I didn't know I could check out a mountain bike.
I knew Tech had plenty of degrees that matched my interest.
But I didn't know I wanted to study pre-med.
Or pre-law.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my...
Here in the first game of the 2017 season, the 103rd year of Arkansas Tech football, a tradition that began in 1911, missed
before graduation.
I knew Tech was close to home,
but I didn't know it would feel like home.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
Quarter of this season opener. Southern Arkansas has it second down and goal at the 1-yard line, as quarterback Barrett Renner leads the Mule Riders back onto the field. Keandre Purifoy is his running back. He's got Karance Higgins to his left. Higgins in motion, low snap, and penalty flags and whistles. And that just all went wrong from the outset. Here's the referee to let us know that it was a false start against Southern Arkansas. So that'll cost them 5 yards, and it puts a little more of the mystery back into what might happen here as it moves the football back to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down and goal from there. Score update from Searcy. Harding has scored on a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Terrence Dingle, but they missed the extra point. And so Henderson State maintains a 14-13 lead over Harding early in the second quarter of that one. Rolling to his left is Barrett Renner. Renner looks into the end zone, throws. It is caught for a Southern Arkansas touchdown. It'll be a 6-yard touchdown pass for Barrett Renner. On the receiving end of that one for the Mule Riders as they unpile it in celebration. Coming out of there with it for Southern Arkansas, it was Darian Arduin. Darian Arduin, a junior wide receiver for Southern Arkansas, on the receiving end of that 6-yard touchdown pass from Barrett Renner. And now on to try the extra point. For Southern Arkansas, it is Bradford Grims. His kick is away. It is good. And our new score with 14:53 to play in the second quarter is Southern Arkansas 7, Arkansas Tech 0. We will break for 1 minute in the Team Clean broadcast booth and then come back with more. This is Arkansas Tech football. The scoring drive for Southern Arkansas was 6 plays, 64 yards. It took 2 minutes and 17 seconds and resulted in the 6-yard touchdown pass from Barrett Renner to Darian Arduin. And the Mule Riders, following the Bradford Grims extra point, now lead it 7-0. The ensuing kickoff by Grims, a high end-over-ender. It'll be Braden Stringer from the 8-yard line. Out over the 15, the 20, sidesteps a tackler, 25-30. He's at the 35, the 40. It's the kicker to beat, and Grims will force him out of bounds just shy of midfield as Braden Stringer, the senior out of Blanchard, Oklahoma, gives the Wonder Boys a spark here early in the second quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Wonder Boys from their own 49-yard line, following what was a 41-yard kickoff return by Braden Stringer. Ty Reesner will lead the Arkansas Tech offense onto the field, and Stringer will stay out there as the running back. Brian Allen is also in the game. He's out to the left as a receiver. He may go in motion and join him in the backfield. Here he goes. Reesner awaits the snap, has it. He will hand it to Brian Allen. Allen runs right and gets smacked right at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. There to lead the surge for Southern Arkansas was Corey Jenkins, senior linebacker out of Newton, Texas, 6 foot 219. He stops Allen for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wonder Boys from their own 49-yard line. Southern Arkansas leading 7-0. Early in the second quarter from Russellville. Ty Reesner has the snap, hands to Braden Stringer. Stringer runs left into Southern Arkansas territory and down to the 47-yard line for a gain of 4. Stopped there by, among others, Lamontrick Turner of Southern Arkansas. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Wonder Boys from the Mule Rider 47. Reesner, 2 receivers to his right. Wonder Boys 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversion tries tonight. Here comes the rush. Reesner gets rid of it. It is across the middle, and it is caught for a 1st down. A sliding grab made by Tevin McKenzie. He was well covered at the SAU 38, but able to make the grab anyway, and now a penalty flag is down. Back at the point where Reesner delivered that pass. And we're going to have a personal foul roughing the passer against Southern Arkansas. And so the Wonder Boys will be able to tack 15 yards onto the end of that play. It'll move the football down to the SAU 23-yard line. Southern Arkansas now penalized 6 times for 50 yards in this first half. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wonder Boys from the SAU 23-yard line. As Ty Reesner brings them back to the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. Reesner fakes the handoff. They pick up the rush. Reesner throws it toward the end zone. It is caught, and it is a touchdown. Jacob Dean able to make the grab and get a foot down inbounds, and the Wonder Boys are an extra point away from tying it up thanks to a 23-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reesner to Jacob Dean, and what a job by Dean on the back end to cash it in for what will be an Arkansas Tech touchdown presented by Phil Wright Autoplex.
Beautiful pass, Sam. It was great to see that. Ty's getting a lot of time finding his receivers. Good job.
Eric Perez will attempt the extra point for Arkansas Tech. In his career, 89 of 97 on extra point tries. The kick is away. It is good. And our new score with 13 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter is Arkansas Tech 7 and Southern Arkansas 7. Let's break for 1 minute in the Team Clean broadcast booth. This is Wonder Boys football. The scoring drive for Arkansas Tech, 4 plays, 51 yards. It took 1 minute and 33 seconds, and it has tied the score at 7 apiece as Eric Perez prepares to tee it back up for the Wonder Boys and kick it back to Southern Arkansas here with 13-12 to go in the second quarter. The Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders tied again. Perez out of Green Forest approaches the football, puts his right foot into it. A high short kick. It'll come down at the 15-yard line. Fielded there for Southern Arkansas by Sir Charles Perkins. And he brings it out to the 27-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mule Riders. The voice you heard a moment ago that you instantly recognized is that of Mr. Kelly Davis, the Director of Alumni Relations at Arkansas Tech. And Kelly, another great crowd on opening night here at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field.
We appreciate the weather was nice to us and made for beautiful playing conditions, and everything is going great tonight so far. That first quarter, you know, it seemed like it was a field position kind of quarter. SOU scoring right there at the end, right at the beginning of the second quarter, but good game so far.
Renner to throw on 1st and 10. It is complete out near the 35-yard line. Grab made by Sidney Moore, his first reception of the night. Goes for a gain to the Southern Arkansas 36-yard line. The gain on the play is 9, and so it'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Mule Riders.
Makes it a lot easier for these quarterbacks. Both offensive lines are giving them time to find their receivers.
Barrett Renner now 9 of 11 passing for 99 yards and a touchdown. Penalty flags and whistles before the snap.
That'll false start.
And that'll cost the Mule Riders another 5. They've now been penalized 7 times for 55 yards in little more than a quarter of football. 12:38 to go in the second quarter, with Tech and SAU tied at 7.
Is it me, Sam, or SAU looks awful large on the line, both offense and defense?
Some big old boys. Of course, maybe the all-white uniforms. That kind of, it's not a real flattering color. I try to avoid that myself. Renner throws across the middle. It is caught by Jonathan Weisheidt, and he'll be smacked down short of or right at the first down marker. Looked to be short of it on the initial spot, but they're going to give him up to the 37-yard line. The gain on the play is going to be enough for an SAU first down. A gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 Southern Arkansas from its own 37-yard line. Renner now 10 of 12 through the air. Has one setback behind him and another whistle and another penalty flag, and most likely another false start against Southern Arkansas. Almost looked like the center kind of double clutched it on the snap there a little bit. Might have thrown off his own teammates.
Well, it sure threw the defensive line off for the Wonder Boys, because they saw the ball move and came on across.
There's a huddle to talk it over. And the decision is...
Came first, the chicken or the egg? They're going to call offsides.
It is going to be offsides against the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, and so that will move the football up to the SAU 42.
Thought you had time to get back.
Might have made contact.
Might have made a little contact on the center.
It'll be 1st and 5 for Southern Arkansas. Now 5 penalties for 32 yards against Arkansas Tech. Renner has the snap, has too much time, throws to the far side of the field. It is incomplete. He was looking for Jonathan Weishaupt. Weishaupt lost his footing. Quay Rose was there with the coverage for Arkansas Tech, and now
he's going to get 15 for talking to the official in an unsportsmanlike manner.
So that'll cost Southern Arkansas 15 yards. Almost certainly. I can't imagine it being anything else.
You know, if it's incidental contact, a lot of times you'll see a receiver trip if they're both looking for the ball, they over their shoulder or something like that. That's called incidental contact, and sometimes you get tripped up.
It is unsportsmanlike conduct against Southern Arkansas University, and so that will move the football back to the Mule Riders' 27-yard line.
Receiver didn't feel that way.
Not at all.
Not at all, and he let the official know about it.
It'll be 1st down and 20 now for the Mule Riders.
He gets to come out for a play and think about it.
Renner will work with Sir Charles Perkins joining him in the backfield. Over to the far side of the field, Jared Lancaster and Desmond Jones are the receivers. To the near side, it's Tanner Hudson and Sidney Moore. As Renner awaits the snap on 2nd down and long. Has the snap, has time, throws across the middle, and it is complete at the 40-yard line. The gain is 13.
Well, we got a lot of it back there.
It will bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Southern Arkansas. The Mule Riders 50% on 3rd down conversion tries so far tonight, 2 out of 4.
Being on the 40, it's a good field position play right here if we can hold them.
On 3rd down, the Wonder Boys shuttle in some fresh defensive linemen to rush the passer. Among them, Jared Loftus, Hunter Hudson, and Gary Burton. And a false start against Southern Arkansas as the right tackle backed up just a little too early.
Whoopsie daisy. We'll take it.
9 penalties for 75 yards against Southern Arkansas, and a little less than 19 minutes of football so far tonight. That is not a great pace.
No, little first game jitters maybe.
The penalty will now make it 3rd down and 12 for Southern Arkansas. The new line of scrimmage is the Mule Rider 35. And these officials may need some ice for their shoulders at halftime. Renner awaits the snap.
I bet you Duke Walden has some for him.
He's
available.
Ready. He is ready, no doubt about that. Here comes a blitz from the Wonder Boys. Southern Arkansas picks it up, pass across the middle is complete, and it looks to be enough for a 1st down. Tanner Hudson with the reception, Quay Rose with the tackle, and it'll be exactly enough for a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 47-yard line, and boys, as soon as you saw him pick up that blitz like that, you knew it was probably going to be bad news.
Yep, just coming across the middle and finding the open receiver.
Southern Arkansas makes some changes. Garrett Turnbull checks back in at a fullback. Carrance Higgins is back in at wide receiver. It'll be Hudson and Higgins to the right side of the formation for Southern Arkansas. Tight formation here with Renner at the quarterback. He will turn, fake the handoff to Nunnery, throws it down the middle. It is caught in Arkansas Tech territory. A big lick laid on the receiver, Carrance Higgins, as he made the grab at the Arkansas Tech 35-yard line. Kristen Trammell came in to lay the lick at the 33, but it's going to be a big plenty for a Southern Arkansas 1st down, as the gain on the play will be 21 yards to the Arkansas Tech 32.
SAU receivers right now just finding those seams. He's laying that ball in there.
13 out of 16 for 151 yards for Renner. He rolls left, throws, it is caught short of a 1st down. Darion Arduin, who made the touchdown reception earlier for the Mule Riders, makes this grab inside the 25-yard line. They'll say he was down at the 24. The gain on the play is 8, and it's 2nd down and 2 for Southern Arkansas. 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas are tied at 7. with nightfall now fully arriving at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville. Here comes a blitz from the left side. Pass is complete across the middle to Tanner Hudson. Seth Culp will make the tackle for Arkansas Tech, but not before Southern Arkansas will pick up another first down, this one at the 18-yard line. The gain is 7, and the Mule Riders right now content to pick it up in chunks of 7 and 8 yards at a time, and they're going right down the field as a result.
Just doing it very easily as well.
This drive now 8 plays for 55 yards so far for Southern Arkansas. 8:34 to go until halftime.
Had our chances early in the drive with those penalties to push them back, and to no avail so far.
Renner on 1st and 10 from the Tech 18. Pitches it on a sweep to the left with Keandre Purifoy. Purifoy taken down by Jant Weary, who came in to take his legs out and force him down at the 15-yard line with a gain of 3. It's 2nd down and 7 for Southern Arkansas. Barrett Renner checks to the far sideline for the play call. Renner out of Rowlett, Texas. Was the GAC Freshman of the Year 2 years ago. All GAC second team in 2016. And a preseason All-American according to D2Football.com this year. Renner in a pistol formation. He will hand to Purifoy. Purifoy goes up the middle and will be taken down on an ankle stop by Seth Culp at the 10-yard line.
A little short at the first.
The gain is 5, and it will be 3rd down and 2 for Southern Arkansas. Mule Riders 3 out of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Here comes Jared Loftus along with Trey Chisholm on the defensive line. Penalty flags are down as Southern Arkansas tried to run that play quickly to catch the Wonder Boys in the middle of that substitution. And in their haste, the Mule Riders may have committed another penalty.
Not sure what they're going to call on this one.
It was definitely quite a pileup of humanity. Now a penalty flag comes in well after the play. Now another one.
I'm not sure what that was about. That official was way over there by himself.
There is an injured Wonder Boy that'll be tended to by Duke Walden and other members of the athletic training staff at Arkansas Tech. The injured Wonder Boy back up to his feet, and he'll be able to leave the field under his own power. Looks to be a hand or arm injury. We'll get a positive identification on the injured Wonder Boy momentarily. It was an illegal substitution against Arkansas Tech, and so that'll be enough for a Southern Arkansas first down. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation. The injured Wonder Boy is Jared Loftus, junior defensive lineman. And he'll be looked at here on the near sideline by Duke Walden and other members of the athletic training and sports medicine staffs for Arkansas Tech University. So it's 1st and goal for Southern Arkansas. The new line of scrimmage is the 5 following the penalty. Nunnery is the running back. They will hand it off on an end around to run around left end and into the end zone for Southern Arkansas. It is Sir Charles Perkins, sophomore running back for the Mule Riders, goes right into the end zone. And Southern Arkansas is back in front 13-7 with 7:05 to go in the 2nd quarter. And the Mule Riders had that one blocked on the left side to such an extent there wasn't much you could do about it.
They had that blocked very well. Give them credit. That was a good drive for the Mule Riders that time to get the score.
Bradford Grimm's on to attempt the extra point for Southern Arkansas University. He will do so out of a hold by Jared Lancaster. Grimm's was 44 of 47 on PAT tries a year ago. This one is good over the bandstand on the south end of the stadium, and our new score with 7:05 to go in the 2nd quarter is Southern Arkansas 14 and Arkansas Tech 7. We'll take a 1-minute break in the Team Clean broadcast booth. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
I knew I'd be throwing fastballs on the field, but I didn't know I'd be on the fast track to physical therapy school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
I knew Tech was close to home,
but I didn't know it would feel like home.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience.
Braden Stringer receives the ensuing kickoff at the 5-yard line and brings it out over the 20 to about the 23-yard line. And that's where Arkansas Tech will go back on offense following a scoring drive by Southern Arkansas University. That was a total of 11 plays for 73 yards and resulted in the 5-yard touchdown run by Sir Charles Perkins. Wonder Boys back to work offensively. Handoff is to Brian Allen, and he never had an opportunity. Taken down in the backfield for a loss. First man there for Southern Arkansas was Travis Williams, senior defensive lineman. Allen is dropped for a loss back to the 17-yard line. It'll be second down and 13 for the Wonder, I should say, second down and 16 for the Wonder Boys from their own 17. Ty Reesner, the quarterback, awaits the snap, trying to draw Southern Arkansas off sides, but the Mule Riders would not budge. Play clock now down to 10. Reesner gives some new instructions to his offensive line. A little option play to the right, pitches it out to Brian Allen, and he will again be stopped for a loss. This time back to the 15-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. And the Wonder Boys will face the unenviable task of third down and 18 from their own 15-yard line. Reesner greets Chris Eastburn, halfback, who goes to the right side of the formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Reesner hands it off to Allen. Allen goes up the middle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of a couple, and the Wonder Boys will have to punt it away into the wind for the first time tonight on what will be a 4th down and 16 play from their own 17-yard line. 5 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the second quarter. And Clayton Watson on to punt it away for Arkansas Tech. Reminder, the Wonder Boys got the football first to start the game, so Southern Arkansas will get the football to start the second half, so it becomes fairly important coming up here for the Wonder Boys to get a stop.
Good punt.
Watson sends a punt that is fair caught by Jonathan Weishaupt at his own 40-yard line, a boot of 42 yards into the wind by Clayton Watson. And with 4:58 to go in the second quarter, and Southern Arkansas leading 14-7, the Mule Riders will go back on offense. Score update from Searcy. Henderson State has struck again. An 11-yard touchdown pass to Ben Johnson from Andrew Black. And the Reddies now lead nationally 15th ranked and defending GAC champion Harding University 21-13 late in the second quarter of that one. Southern Arkansas 1st and 10 from its own 40. 4:58 to go second quarter. Little reverse to Carrance Higgins. Higgins makes the first man miss and then steps out of bounds as he tried to walk the tightrope on the far side of the field. Good play there by Quay Rose. Even though he didn't make the tackle, he knocked Higgins off balance enough that he couldn't prevent himself from stepping out of bounds.
Stepped out.
It'll be second down and 3 for the Mule Riders from their own 47-yard line. The gain on the play was 7, and it would have been a lot more were it not for the efforts of Quay Rose. Seth Culp is Tech's leading tackler so far tonight with 6 stops. Quay Rose next with 5. Handoff to Michael Nunnery, and he is immediately stopped by Byron Pruitt of Arkansas Tech University. The stop is made at the 47-yard line.
That's good penetration by the Tech defensive line that time. Make the stop.
It'll be third down and 3 now for the Mule Riders. Big difference in this game right now. You see a lot of 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 1s for Southern Arkansas. You see a lot of 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 15s for Arkansas Tech. Mule Riders leading 14-7. Barrett Renner throws complete out of the backfield to Sir Charles Perkins. Perkins will have the first down in Arkansas Tech territory, forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd down and 3, and the Mule Riders have it 1st and 10 at the Arkansas Tech 36 with 3:31 to go until halftime. Barrett Renner, the quarterback, joined in the backfield by Sir Charles Perkins, a sophomore running back. Perkins calls Pittsburgh, Texas home. They will give to Perkins. He runs straight ahead. Ball comes out, and the Wonder Boys look to be on it. It looks like the Wonder Boys have recovered a fumble, and they have at their own 39-yard line. Coming out of the pile with the football for the Wonder Boys, I believe it was Dylan Davis. It was either him or Seth Culp. They were both in the vicinity. We'll check the official stats to see who gets the credit there, but regardless, Sir Charles Perkins coughs up the football, and the Wonder Boys take advantage with 3:08 to go in the second quarter, and that could be a big turning point in this game. It looked like Southern Arkansas might be on its way in for another score right before halftime, and then they get the football first to start the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, that would be good if we can get some points on the board here right before half.
Ty Reisner hands it off to Brian Allen. Allen goes up the middle and will be to the 42-yard line, a gain of 3. And 2nd down and 7 forthcoming for the Wonder Boys. Arkansas Tech has all 3 of its timeouts still at its disposal.
Plenty of time, 2:51 left.
Tevin McKenzie and J.V. Davis are the receivers to the left side of the formation. Brian Allen, the running back, as Ty Reisner awaits the snap. Reisner hands it off to Allen. Allen tries the middle, and not a lot there. Wrapped up by Antonio Washington. The stop is made at the Arkansas Tech 43-yard line, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys with just 65 yards of total offense here in the first half and only 10 rushing yards for an Arkansas Tech team that averaged 215.4 rushing yards per game in 2016. Reisner on 3rd down, fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and it is batted away. Incomplete. It was Elgin Moore there with the pass breakup for Southern Arkansas on a ball intended for Tevin McKenzie across the middle. And the incomplete pass will make it 4th down and 6 for Arkansas Tech from its own 43-yard line, and Clayton Watson will have to punt it away for the 5th time here in the first half.
I'm going to have to pull up the rule book and see what pass interference is these days.
Jonathan Weisheidt waits at his own 13-yard line with 2:01 to go in the second quarter. Southern Arkansas 14, Arkansas Tech 7. At Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, Watson's punt is away. Weisheidt running to his left, watches it bounce, take a bounce straight up in the air at the 24-yard line, and it is downed there. Southern Arkansas will take over 1st and 10 with 1:52 to go in the half and 3 timeouts with which to operate. Stay with us at the intermission. We'll bring you a portion of the performance by the Arkansas Tech Marching Band, Arkansas's Band of Distinction, as that group makes its 2017 debut here tonight, along with the football team, along with the Spirit Squads, and along with a pretty full house here at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field.
Well, I tell you what, they're seeing a great game right now.
14-7 Mule Riders late in the first half. Renner wants to throw across the middle. It is broken up. Quay Rose there to break it up for Arkansas Tech on a ball intended for Jonathan Weisheidt.
It's a good job, good read. He timed it perfectly.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Southern Arkansas. Only the 4th incomplete pass attempt tonight by Barrett Renner. He's so far 17 of 21 for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns. Renner will work from a pistol formation on 2nd down and 10 from his own 24. 1:46 to go in the second quarter. Renner has the snap. Renner rolling, now rolls back to his left. He's going to run for it over the 25. Ball comes out, and the Wonder Boys have recovered it. Was he down? Yes, he was. The official on the far side, who had the Southern Arkansas coaches in his ear, comes in and rules that Renner was down before that football came out, and it was a bang-bang play, very close as to whether or not that was a fumble or he was down.
Oh, mercy, that was close.
They rule him down at the 29 for a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Mule Riders.
Boy, need a stop here. We still have time. Minute 12. Get some points on the board if we can get the ball back here.
Renner takes the snap, throws across the middle. It is incomplete. A penalty flag is thrown, and they're going to get Quay Rose of Arkansas Tech for pass interference. And that'll be an automatic 1st down for Southern Arkansas at the spot of the foul, which is about the 33-yard line. So it's only going to be a gain of about 4 on the penalty, but it will be an automatic 1st down with a minute 4 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Automatic 1st down.
Arkansas Tech penalized for the 7th time for 41 yards in this first half. We've seen a total of 16 penalty flags in the first half. Barrett Renner will work from the shotgun. He's all alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Renner takes the snap. Renner throws to the far side of the field. Catch is made by Darion Erdogan. Erdogan forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The gain on the play is 6. Make that 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 for Southern Arkansas. 59 seconds left in the half. Still 3 timeouts for Barrett Renner and the Southern Arkansas offense. SAU with 233 yards of total offense in this first half. 194 of them have come through the air. Renner again alone in the backfield. Here comes the pressure, and he just has to get rid of it, throwing it at the feet of his offensive lineman. As the Wonder Boys were able to get pressure on him, now a penalty flag is thrown after the play, and I wonder if this might be an intentional grounding call here against Barrett Renner, as there was not
no receiver in the area, not a running back. A lot of times if you see a running back in the area, they can wave it off.
It's definitely against Southern Arkansas. The Mule Riders are backing up. Now the referee wants to check with head coach Raymond Monica of Arkansas Tech to see if he wants the down or the distance, see if he wants to accept the penalty and back Southern Arkansas up here with 57 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter.
Is it not a loss of down?
Well, if it's intentional grounding, it is, that's for sure. We'll see if that's the call or if it's holding.
Somebody's called a timeout.
Yep, it is intentional grounding. Now another penalty
flag. Now
flag.
they've thrown another flag here.
I think we're going to get an unsportsmanlike against Southern Arkansas on top of the intentional grounding call. And now they're notifying the referee of that flag. A timeout has been called, so we will break for 30 seconds with them. SAU leading 14-7. This is Arkansas Tech football.
I knew I'd follow my heart into the Arkansas Tech nursing program, but I didn't know I'd fall in love with the campus.
I knew I would check out international business, but I didn't know I could check out a mountain bike.
I knew Tech had plenty of degrees that matched my interest.
But I didn't know I wanted to study pre-med.
Or pre-law. I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
It's everything that just happened. There was an intentional grounding penalty against Southern Arkansas. That moved the football back to the 30-yard line. And from there, it would have been 3rd down and 13. Then a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct foul was assessed against Southern Arkansas head coach Bill Keppel. And so that moves the football back to the 15-yard line. And so now Southern Arkansas faces a 3rd down and 28 from its own 15-yard line with 57 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, and the Mule Riders leading 14-7.
Well, in 3 timeouts, if we get a stop right here, a real quick one, they may use a timeout to get the ball back with plenty of time.
Barrett Renner hands it off to Michael Nunnery. Nunnery runs left. KJ Reed among those there to make the stop for Arkansas Tech.
They did use their timeout.
And a timeout has been called by Arkansas Tech. 50 seconds to go until halftime. Southern Arkansas leads 14-7. Back in 30 seconds. This is Wonder Boys football. So head coach Raymond Monica of Arkansas Tech calls timeout to preserve some of that time. Here at the end of the second quarter, the Wonder Boys will get the football back as Southern Arkansas will be forced to punt it away on 4th down and 18 from their own 25-yard line. Braden Stringer, who has a long kickoff return already here tonight, waits back at his own 30-yard line to return this punt, which will be booted away by Tanner Hudson of Southern Arkansas University. Hudson last year was 3rd in the GAC in punting average at 41.9 yards per attempt. This will be Hudson's 3rd punt of tonight. So far, he has averaged 44 yards per attempt in this game. He has the snap. Left-footed kick is away, but not before a penalty flag.
Quite a while after the called a false start on the snapper, I believe.
False start against Southern Arkansas.
Drug the ball again.
That will be the 12th penalty of the first half against Southern Arkansas University. They have been penalized for 105 yards.
That's pretty good right now because he's going to be almost punting from his in line. Yeah, he's going to be on about the 4-yard line, 4 or 5 when he punts it, so that's good.
Move Stringer up to his 40-yard line to receive this punt. Give the Wonder Boys just a little better chance of getting into scoring position. Hudson's kick is not a good
bad
one.
Punt.
Off the side of his foot and into the far boundary. A shank.
Not good.
For Tanner Hudson. And the Wonder Boys are going to get some great field position here.
Yeah. Sam, you're within, what, 5 yards of field goal range.
They will spot the football.
The 35?
That's where they're looking like. Here comes the umpire. He's going to put it down for sure.
Really? 35-yard line.
1st and 10 Wonder Boys from the Southern Arkansas 35. Easily the best starting field position of the night for the Arkansas Tech offense. And I don't like to say anything's a must in the second quarter, but boy, with Southern Arkansas due to get the football first in the third quarter, you feel like you need some points right here. Ty Reesner, the quarterback. On 1st and 10 from the SAU 35, Reesner has the snap. Reesner throws across the middle, has a man, catch is made, inside the 10, stays on his feet, touchdown, Arkansas Tech, on a great effort by Justin Bailey, the sophomore out of Mayflower. Justin Bailey with his 7th career reception, and 5 of them have gone for touchdowns. How about that?
What a call, wide open. Bailey, I don't know what kind of route that was, but he was left unattended.
I have no idea how he stayed on his feet after he absorbed that hit at the 10-yard line, but I'm glad he did.
Yeah, Mr. Bailey's pretty stout.
It's an Arkansas Tech touchdown brought to you by Phil Wright Autoplex, and Eric Perez will try the extra point. The placement is down, the kick is away, it is good, and our new score with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter is Arkansas Tech 14, Southern Arkansas 14, back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. .35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Not real difficult to figure out that scoring drive for Arkansas Tech. One play, 35 yards. It took 7 seconds on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reesner to Justin Bailey as Reesner gets his 2nd touchdown pass of the night. It is his 7th touchdown pass in an Arkansas Tech uniform. In his 2nd year in the green and gold after transferring in from Emporia State University. Looked like the Wonder Boys might have had the incorrect number of players on the field. They're getting that sorted out here ahead of this kickoff. With 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Handling this kickoff for the Wonder Boys, it'll be Derek Gutierrez. Gutierrez approaches the football and sends it away. High end over ender. From the 12-yard line, it's Sir Charles Perkins, runs into his own man as he arrives at the 25-yard line and is then finished off by the Arkansas Tech coverage man. There to make the stop was Chad Arnold, a defensive lineman, the first man down there on the kickoff coverage. That's some good hustle by the big man. And with 31 seconds to go in the second quarter, Southern Arkansas will take over. Tied up at 14 after the 35-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reesner to Justin Bailey. Wonder Boys defense onto the field now. We'll see how the Mule Riders elect to play it here with 2 timeouts and 31 seconds to go until halftime. Renner will turn and hand it off to Keandre Purifoy. KJ Reed among the first Wonder Boys there to make the stop. And Southern Arkansas appears to be of a mind to let this half expire and move on to the third period. Down to 13 seconds to go in the second quarter, and the Mule Riders will not snap it again, and the Wonder Boys will not call a timeout to force them to do so. We have played 30 minutes at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, and we have settled nothing. Our score in the Team Clean broadcast booth is Arkansas Tech 14 and Southern Arkansas 14. We will step aside for a 3-minute break and then come back with the performance at halftime by the Arkansas Tech Marching Band, Arkansas's Band of Distinction.
No. You do have another batter. Take it to the house.
Maybe it'll start. Here we go.
Oh.
Charles Perkins and Sidney Moore each for Southern Arkansas.
Derek Gutierrez kicks it away for Arkansas Tech to begin the second half, fielded at the goal line by Southern Arkansas Sir Charles Perkins, and he is wrestled down at the 27-yard line. Special team stop made by Chris Cale of Arkansas Tech University, a junior rover from Elkhart, Indiana. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Southern Arkansas from its own 27-yard line with 14:53 to go in the third quarter, and the score tied at 14. Be sure to stay with us when the broadcast is complete tonight, when the game is complete at least, and we will bring you the Phil Wright Autoplex player of the game. Barrett Renner is the Southern Arkansas quarterback in a pistol formation. He takes the snap, looks to throw across the middle. It is caught by Tanner Hudson as he used his big frame to just reach out in front of a defender and pick that football out of midair, then absorbed a big hit from Seth Colt and held on to the football to pick up what appears to be a Southern Arkansas first down at the 37-yard line. They've yet to move the chains forward. Now they will, as it was a pickup for the Mule Riders of exactly 10 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Southern Arkansas from its own 37-yard line. Tech and SAU tied at 14 in their 81st all-time meeting as we move into the second half of this one. Barrett Renner will work from the shotgun this time. Michael Nunnery, the running back, to his right. Nunnery gets the handoff and has zero chance. Byron Pruitt, the second man there. The first man there was Harrison Lester. They combine on the stop. It'll be for a loss back to the 32-yard line, and there just hasn't been much running room for either team here tonight. Arkansas Tech has just 11 rushing yards, and now with that loss of 5, Southern Arkansas will backpedal to 45 rushing yards on the night, so almost all of the damage here tonight has been done through the air by both teams. 13:42 to go third quarter. And it's 2nd down and 15 for Southern Arkansas from its own 32. Renner wants to throw across the middle again. Weishaupt makes the catch, and he will be tackled at the 37-yard line. They get back the 5 yards that they lost on the penalty. Stop made for Arkansas Tech by Darren Kane. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for SAU from its own 37-yard line. Jant Weary, the cornerback, to the near side of the field. Mike Sherwood to the far side. Renner has the snap. Renner will lob it toward the far boundary. It is caught, but was he out of bounds? I believe that he was out of bounds. And so this should be an incomplete pass for Southern Arkansas. The official, though, now talking it over with one of his friends, and they do say incomplete pass after all. And so it'll be 4th down and 10 for Southern Arkansas. The official threw his hat to indicate the intended receiver had stepped out of bounds of his own volition. And so that had no chance of being complete after that. And so it's 4th and 10 now for Southern Arkansas from its own 37-yard line. Braden Stringer back deep to return the punt from Tanner Hudson. Hudson averaging 34.3 yards per punt so far tonight among his 3 tries. This one will improve upon that average. Stringer takes a wobbly spiral at his own 27, made the first man miss, but not the second wave, as he is stopped near the 31-yard line. There to make the stop for Southern Arkansas were a pair of players, Kobe McDonald, a freshman from Magnolia, along with Elio Bigriamana. And so with that, we have timeout on the field. 12:50 to go in the third quarter. Arkansas Tech and SAU tied at 14. Here in the Team Clean broadcast booth, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. "12 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 14. As Ty Reesner and the Arkansas Tech offense will come back onto the field. Wonder Boys will be looking for some answers here offensively in the second half. Arkansas Tech tied with Southern Arkansas despite the fact that the Wonder Boys only have 101 yards of total offense so far. Reesner pitches it out to the right for Braden Stringer. Stringer looks for running room, but as has been the case all night, none is there as Antonio Washington makes the stop for Southern Arkansas. Stop is made after a gain of 1 to the 32, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Arkansas Tech. Christian Thompson checks in at running back for the first time. The Wonder Boys trying to go a little more power here to start the second half. Try to push this Southern Arkansas defensive front back. Hand off to Thompson. Thompson runs left, and he is tripped up at the point of attack by Dominique Scott, a sophomore linebacker. Thompson able to stumble forward to the 34 for a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Wonder Boys. Jacob Dean will go to the far side as a wide receiver. To the near side, it'll be Tremel Glasper and J.V. Davis. Braden Stringer checks back in at running back. And now on 3rd down and 7, it's up to quarterback Ty Reesner to make a play. Reesner has the snap, throws to the far side, caught by Dean, looks to have enough for a first down if they give him the spot that he deserves. He had the football up to the 41-yard line at one point, and they do indeed give him the 41, and the line judge on the near side says first down Arkansas Tech. And so it's a gain for the Wonder Boys to the 41. A pickup of 7. And on 1st and 10 from their own 41, Reesner works from the shotgun. Reesner 6 of 11 passing for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. Reesner fakes a handoff, throws across the middle. Catch is made for a first down by Tevin McKenzie. Senior wide receiver makes the grab at the SAU 48. The gain on the play is 11, and the Wonder Boys want to go quickly. Pistol formation, Reesner the quarterback, Braden Stringer the running back. Reesner fakes to Stringer. Reesner runs right. Reesner now will throw it downfield. The catch is made inside the 25-yard line. A late penalty flag comes out as Ty Reesner was quite clearly past the line of scrimmage when he made that forward pass attempt. And so that completion will be waved off due to an illegal forward pass. And the Wonder Boys will have it first down and about 15 with 10:54 to go in the third quarter. And the Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders tied at 14. Here's the official to give us the official notice of the illegal forward pass. Well, first they had an ineligible receiver downfield. Southern Arkansas declines that one.
Number 12 of the offense, beyond the line of scrimmage, going to throw the ball. The 5-yard penalty.
I forgot, actually, that's also a loss of down on that illegal forward pass, and so it'll be 2nd down for the Wonder Boys. 2nd down and 12 as the ball is spotted at the 50-yard line. 5-yard mark off from the spot of the foul, which was the 45. 2nd down and 12. Reesner hands it to Stringer. Stringer runs right. Braden Stringer, the senior out of Blanchard, Oklahoma, churns those legs over the 45 and down to the 43-yard line, a gain of 7. Stringer came into the night with 1,359 career rushing yards, 5 career rushing touchdowns, also 358 career receiving yards for Braden Stringer. He sets the Wonder Boys up at the SAU 43-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5. Tech 2 out of 7 on third down conversion attempts. The pass goes through the hands of Chris Eastburn at the 40-yard line. He was going to be short of the first down anyway, with Darren Crawford closing quickly defensively for Southern Arkansas. And the Wonder Boys will punt it away on 4th down and 5 from the Southern Arkansas 43. Or at least they'll line up in punt formation. Remains to be seen what their true intentions are. Clayton Watson stands at his own 43 as he awaits the snap. He is going to punt it on a rugby-style kick. Line drive that is fair caught by Jonathan Weisheidt inside the Southern Arkansas 15-yard line at their own, looks to be about either the 13 or the 14-yard line. We'll find out while we're gone in this break. Here in the Team Clean broadcast booth, it's time for a 30-second break. 10 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Arkansas Tech 14, Southern Arkansas 14. This is Wonder Boys football.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
It's easy to see why more than 12,000 students choose Tech. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
Back at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, 10 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders tied at 14. It has gone final at Bethany, Oklahoma, Southeastern Oklahoma State 58, and Southern Nazarene just watching. Third quarter in Searcy, it's still Henderson State 21 and Harding 13 in that one. As the Bisons have rolled up 136 rushing yards so far. Here in Russellville, Southern Arkansas gets the football back. And on 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line, a run up the middle by Keandre Purifoy. He is stopped at the 15. Among the Wonder Boys in on the stop, Seth Culp, Byron Pruitt, and Dylan Davis. And it will be 2nd down and 8 for Southern Arkansas from its own 15-yard line. 9:42 to go, third quarter. Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 14. The home team has won the last 9 meetings in this series. The Wonder Boys trying to keep that streak going. Little shovel pass complete to Purifoy. He'll be stopped by KJ Reed shy of the first down at the 21-yard line. The gain is 6. And it will be 3rd down and 3 for Southern Arkansas. This is the first time since 1920 that Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas have met in a season opener 97 years ago. That one was a far less competitive situation. The Wonder Boys won, or I should say at that time, the Aggies of Arkansas Tech won that one 52-6. Pass across the middle. It is complete to Tanner Hudson. He'll be wrapped up by Quay Rose. Ball is out and the Wonder Boys have it. A lost fumble by Tanner Hudson. It was stripped loose by Quay Rose, and there to take it away was KJ Reed out of Texarkana, Arkansas. And the Wonder Boys will have it 1st and 10 in Southern Arkansas territory with 8:45 to go in the third quarter. There have been 2 turnovers in this game, and both of them have been committed by Southern Arkansas. The line of scrimmage will be the Mule Rider 32. And Ty Reisner leads the Arkansas Tech offense onto the field. Brian Allen is back in as the running back. A pistol formation. Jacob Dean, the receiver right, J.V. Davis to the left. Faked handoff. Play action. Reisner, lots of time. Now the pocket collapses, rolls right, unloads under pressure and into the near boundary, incomplete. He got himself outside the tackle box and was able to throw that one away. And live to play again on 2nd down and 10 from the SAU 32. And now Ty Reisner, I'm not sure if he had a cramp and then went down or if he tripped himself up going back toward the huddle. Regardless, he fell awkwardly to the turf inside the 45-yard line. Checking into the game for Arkansas Tech, and apparently going in to play quarterback, it'll be Carter Burcham. a 6'3" freshman out of Greenbrier. They're going to work on Ty Reesner. It does appear, the way Duke Walden is stretching him out, I'm going to be optimistic and say it looks like a cramp for Ty Reesner. Optimistic because that's obviously far better than what some of the other possibilities could be. Here with 8:36 to go in the third quarter, and Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 14. They tried to get Ty Reesner back to his feet, and that cramping leg just would not cooperate. And so they're going to have to try to stretch him out some more just to get him off the field. While they do that, we will pause for 30 seconds plus a station ID. This is Wonder Boys football.
Look out for my future.
I knew I'd be throwing fastballs on the field, but I didn't know I'd be on the fast track to physical therapy school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
I knew Tech was close to home,
but I didn't know it would feel like home.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd,
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professor.
Gaines, I apologize, not Carter Burcham. Tanner Gaines is in at quarterback. He fakes the handoff, runs straight ahead inside the 30 and down to about the 27-yard line. On the carry by Tanner Gaines, who is number 16 in your program, but tonight is wearing number 18. So Tanner Gaines, 6'3", 202, a freshman from Hector. And now it's third down. He will fake the handoff to Allen. Gaines goes around right end. A penalty flag is down. Gaines loose down the near boundary, upended near the goal line, but it's all going to come back on a holding call against Arkansas Tech. That will temper the enthusiasm of the green and gold clad crowd. They'll step it off from the line of scrimmage, which was the 27-yard line. It will move the football back to the 37-yard line. And rather than third down and 5, it'll be 3rd and 15. So now another change at quarterback for Arkansas Tech. As Cale Folsom has checked in. Cale Folsom, the freshman who led Russellville to a state championship in Class 6A last fall, is in for his first snap at the collegiate level. Folsom wants to throw across the middle. It is tipped and it is intercepted. Picked off at the 26-yard line by Southern Arkansas. A penalty flag is down on the return. Malik Preston made the interception for Southern Arkansas. On a 3rd down and 15 play, the Wonder Boys with their first turnover of the night. Ty Reesner is back on his feet on the Arkansas Tech bench. During the return, there's a block in the back against Southern Arkansas. And so they'll mark that off from the end of the run. The Mule Riders will have the football following the turnover. 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the score remains tied at 14 apiece for Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas. The line of scrimmage will be the SAU 24. Still 21-13 Henderson State over Harding now with 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the third quarter of that one at First Security Stadium in Searcy. As Barrett Renner leads the Southern Arkansas offense back onto the field. A pistol formation, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for Renner. The left-hander unloads toward the far boundary. The catch is made shy of the 30 by Carrance Higgins. And then Higgins is forced out of bounds by, among others, Darren Kane. Mike Sherwood also in on the stop for the Wonder Boys. They will say Higgins is out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The gain is 8, and it's 2nd down and 2 for Southern Arkansas. Barrett Renner, now 23 of 28 through the air for 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. Renner hands it off to Michael Nunnery. Nunnery around right end for the first down and a little bit more. stays on his feet, and then is forced out of bounds near the 40-yard line. The gain on the play is 8 again, as they've picked up 2 8-yard chunks to advance the football out to their own 40-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 with 7 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Wonder Boys and the Mule Riders tied at 14. Southern Arkansas now with 288 yards of total offense compared to 134 for the Wonder Boys. Barrett Renner brings a man in motion. It's his fullback, Garrett Turnbull. The handoff is to Nunnery. Nunnery goes up the middle, and Seth Culp right there to meet him. Culp able to make the stop at the 42-yard line, and it'll be second down and 8 for Southern Arkansas. Still tough sledding on the ground for both of these teams. Only 56 rushing yards for Southern Arkansas and only 26 rushing yards for Arkansas Tech. Renner checks to the far sideline, has the play call. And will again line up in a pistol formation. It's second down and 8 from their own 42. They're going to pitch it on a sweep to the right with Purifoy. Keandre Purifoy able to stay on his feet over the 45-yard line. Stacked up there, Jant Weary delivered the decisive blow to end that play at the 46-yard line. The gain is 4, and it'll be third down and 4 for a Southern Arkansas offense that has converted 4 times among 9 third down opportunities here tonight. Arkansas Tech defense trying to get the football back for the Wonder Boys offense on this third down and 4 play with 5:37 to go in the third quarter. The score tied at 14, and the Mule Riders really driving down the pace. They have controlled the time of possession here tonight, as they have an edge of about 24 minutes to about 14 minutes. Screen pass, far side, ball comes out, and they're going to say he was down. The receiver was Weisheidt, and he is stopped short of the first down. The ball came out after he was down. But it'll be fourth down for Southern Arkansas thanks to a good play there by the Tech defense. Quay Rose and Seth Culp among the defenders in on that stop to force Southern Arkansas into a punting situation. So the Tech defense comes through with the stop. And now Tanner Hudson will punt for the 5th time tonight. He has averaged 34.8 yards per attempt. His longest punt of the night was a 50-yarder. Braden Stringer waits at his own 18. Kick is away, a line drive that will land just shy of the 25, takes a Southern Arkansas bounce and roll forward inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. It is a punt of 36 yards. And with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter, Arkansas Tech will have the football at its own 17-yard line with the score tied at 14 apiece. Wonder Boys have scored a pair of touchdowns tonight. One on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reesner to Jacob Dean. And then the second on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reesner to Justin Bailey. Now Reesner in a pistol formation with Christian Thompson behind him. Thompson gets the handoff. Thompson looks for running room. None exists. Devondrick Lasan with the stop for Southern Arkansas. Christian Thompson will be credited with a yard up to the 18-yard line, and he had to fight awfully hard for that 1 yard. It'll be second down and 9 for Arkansas Tech from there. Jacob Dean will be the receiver to the near side. J.V. Davis out wide to the left. Looks like Jerry Ewing in at halfback for Arkansas Tech. That is the case. Ty Reesner back in at quarterback after that cramp knocked him out for a couple of plays in the last series. Now on second down and 8, Reesner will fake the handoff. He rolls right. Reesner will run for it over the 20 and out of bounds, either at the 23 or the 24-yard line, depending on the spot. He may get an even better one than that. They may give him up to the 25-yard line. Let's see where the umpire wants to put it. He says the 24. And it'll be third down and 3 for Arkansas Tech, following a gain of 6 on the run by Ty Reesner. Reesner is the Wonder Boys' leading rusher tonight with 3 carries for 19 yards. Now a change at quarterback. as Cale Folsom is back in. He hands it off to Christian Thompson. Thompson runs left, has room. It closes after he got the first down. Stepping up from the secondary to make that tackle for Southern Arkansas University, it was Kasim Smith, and he was able to stop the freight train that is Christian Thompson at the 33-yard line, following a gain of 9 as the Wonder Boys convert. Now we'll go under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Folsom stays in at quarterback, hands it off, straight ahead running, out to the 36-yard line. The gain on the play is 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wonder Boys. Some personnel changes here for Arkansas Tech, as they're going to send in some new wide receivers, among them Royce Finley, who splits time at tight end and wide receiver. And now it looks like Ty Reesner, I believe, or is that Gaines? Tanner Gaines is back in at quarterback. Gaines will run for it on 2nd down. Gaines up the middle, and will have the football out to the 38-yard line. That will bring up 3rd down for the Wonder Boys. The spot, the 38, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys 3 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions so far tonight. And on this snap, the quarterback roulette for the Wonder Boys will land on Cale Folsom. The Russellville product throws it deep down the middle. It is caught, I believe it is, on a diving grab by J.V. Davis. Now the official from the far side, who had the Southern Arkansas coaches in his ear, comes in to overrule the official who said complete. He says incomplete, and that's the call they're going to go with. Oh, that's a shame. And J.V. Davis says to the official who said complete, how'd you let him overrule you? And credit the Southern Arkansas coaching staff. They did a good job arguing for and getting that call to go their way, and it is a huge one, because instead of a gain of some 32 yards for the Wonder Boys, it's an incomplete pass. And now Clayton Watson must punt it away on 4th and 5, which he does. With the breeze at his back, he sends Weisheidt back to his own 12. Weisheidt makes the catch there, has some running room out over the 25. It closes there as Gary Burton makes the stop for Arkansas Tech. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Southern Arkansas from its own 27-yard line. And boy, you got to remember that play right there with about a minute and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, that 32-yard completion that was waved off when the official who said complete was overruled by the official coming in from the far sideline after he heard from the SAU coaches. Barrett Renner will line up in a pistol formation for Southern Arkansas. 1st and 10 Mule Riders from their own 27. Renner throws it deep down the middle, has a man completely and totally wide open, and he overthrows him by 3.5 yards, and thus it falls incomplete. Jared Lancaster had visions of touchdowns dancing in his head, but his quarterback overthrew him. And Barrett Renner wishes he could have that one back. Stops the clock with a minute 23 to go in the third quarter. Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 14, locked up in a dandy to get the 2017 season underway. Barrett Renner in a pistol formation. He wants to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he throws as he checks down to Nunnery. Nunnery makes the grab and then makes his way over the 30-yard line up to around the 32. The gain on the play will be 5, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Southern Arkansas from its own 32. SAU 4 out of 10 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Renner now 25 of 31 passing for 240 yards and 2 touchdowns. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Barrett Renner, with 11 on the play clock, looks to the far sideline, gets a new play call from his offensive coordinator, Landon Kepler. Play clock at 3. Renner has the snap, throws across the middle. Catch is made by Hudson. Hudson has the first down. Tackled by Jordan Hill at the 39-yard line. The gain is 7. Tanner Hudson with his 6th catch for 46 yards tonight. And That'll take us down under 30 seconds to play in the third quarter, with Southern Arkansas in possession of the football, 1st and 10 at its own 39. Will Renner snap it again in this third quarter, or will he wait and go to work in the fourth quarter with the wind at his back? He wants one more play in the third, has the snap. Renner steps up, throws across the middle, incomplete, but a pass interference call will be made against Arkansas Tech, as Quay Rose had the defense on Jonathan Weishaupt, and Rose comes up hobbling after that play. The pass interference will be a 15-yard penalty. It will move the football to the Arkansas Tech 46-yard line. The Wonder Boys have now been penalized 10 times for 68 yards tonight, compared to 13 penalties for 115 yards for Southern Arkansas, but credit the Mule Riders. They've only committed one penalty so far in the third quarter after they floundered in that category in the first half. 2 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Barrett Renner brings the Mule Riders to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the right. Renner has the snap. Renner has time. Renner throws deep. Renner has a man. Catch is made at the 5-yard line. Down with the football there is Jared Lancaster. Touchdown saving tackle made for Arkansas Tech by Andrew Craig, and that is how the third quarter will come to an end. 15 minutes of football left at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville. Here in the Team Clean broadcast booth, it's time for a 30-second break. After that, we'll be back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. Only 15 minutes of regulation football left to go at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville tonight. Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 14. But the Mule Riders with a good chance to change that here early in the fourth quarter, as they will begin the final period of regulation with a 1st and goal situation at the Arkansas Tech 5-yard line, following a 41-yard completion from Barrett Renner to Jared Lancaster on the final play of the third quarter. Join us again a week from Saturday, when we will be at Carpenter Haygood Stadium in Arkadelphia, the loveliest village on the Washita River, for a 6 p.m. kickoff between Arkansas Tech and Henderson State. Pregame at 5:30. That's Saturday, September 9th, right here on River Country, KCJC, and Arkansas Tech Sports. Barrett Renner in a pistol formation on 1st and goal from the Arkansas Tech 5. Southern Arkansas trying to reclaim the lead. He will fake to Nunnery. Renner throws into the end zone. It is caught, and it is a Southern Arkansas touchdown. The Mule Riders go back in front 20-14 on a 5-yard touchdown pass by Barrett Renner. The recipient of that pass was Jadon Parrish, a sophomore fullback for Southern Arkansas out of Gilmer, Texas. And now Bradford Grimms will try the extra point after the Mule Riders have reclaimed the lead on the first play of the fourth quarter. The holder is Jared Lancaster, the man who set up that touchdown with his 41-yard reception. The kick is good, and our new score here in the Team Clean broadcast booth with 14 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter is Southern Arkansas 21, Arkansas Tech 14. Let's break for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
It's easy to see why more than 12,000 students choose Tech. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
Kicking off for Southern Arkansas, number 19, Bradford Grimm.
Scoring drive for Southern Arkansas was 5 plays, 73 yards. It took 1 minute and 33 seconds and resulted in the 5-yard touchdown pass from Barrett Renner to Jadon Parrish, as it was Renner's 3rd touchdown pass of the night. And now Bradford Grimms will kick it back to Arkansas Tech. The end-over-ender comes down to Braden Stringer at the 6-yard line. Stringer has 3 blockers out in front. He's to the 20, to the 25, shakes off a couple of defenders, gets over the 30, and is out of bounds near the 32-yard line. Another good kickoff return by Braden Stringer of Arkansas Tech University. And now the Wonder Boys go back to it offensively, trailing 21-14. Trying to solve a Southern Arkansas defense that has limited the Wonder Boys to 155 yards of total offense so far tonight. The quarterback will be Ty Reesner on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage is the Arkansas Tech 32. 14:47 to go in the 4th quarter. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Reesner sets to throw, avoids the rush, throws downfield. It is in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. It looked like Tevin McKenzie was going to make a great diving grab, and then Elgin Moore came in to bat it away for Southern Arkansas. There is an injured mule rider on the play. Looks like a cramp in the right leg of one of their defensive linemen. And while they tend to him, we will step aside for a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's number 99, Antonio Washington. The incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10.
Screen pass for the Wonder Boys on the first play following the break of the action. It is complete to Therese Hampton. His first catch of 2017. Shook off a couple of tacklers at the point where he made the grab, and as a result, he will pick up a 1st down for Arkansas Tech all the way out to the midfield stripe, it appears. Let's see. Now the umpire's changed his mind now. He wants to put it at the 48-yard line of Tech instead. And so it will be a gain for the Wonder Boys of 17 yards. Reesner now hands it off. Running left with the football is Justin Bailey. He is wrapped up and dropped for a loss. A penalty flag is down, and the penalty flag was thrown in a spot where you would anticipate a holding call against Arkansas Tech. If it is, it will be the 11th penalty against the Wonder Boys tonight, and that is the case. That'll cost them 10 yards. It will move the football back to the Arkansas Tech 38-yard line, and from there it will be 1st down and 20. The Wonder Boys are nationwide tonight among the Arkansas Tech alumni that we have heard from listening in around the country. Anderson Terry listening in from Texas tonight. And from all the way out in California, Mr. Steve Fryer among the audience tonight. Thank you to both of you gentlemen and all the other Tech alumni and fans joining us around the state and the country. Reesner throws deep. It is dropped and then incomplete. It looked for a moment like Southern Arkansas was for sure going to be able to intercept that pass, and then the Arkansas Tech intended receiver J.V. Davis was able to tip it away from that Southern Arkansas defender. That was Darren Crawford with the coverage for Southern Arkansas, and when Davis tipped it away, Tevin McKenzie of Arkansas Tech very nearly came in to make the grab, but it falls incomplete. And it will be second down for the Wonder Boys, second down and 20 from their own 38-yard line. 14:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Southern Arkansas 21, Arkansas Tech 14. Reesner rolls right. Under pressure, throws complete to Jacob Dean. It'll be up to the 48-yard line of Arkansas Tech, a gain of 10, and that'll make this third down a lot more manageable for the Wonder Boys. Now third down and 10 for an Arkansas Tech offense that is 3 out of 11 on third down conversion tries tonight. Ty Reesner with that completion, now 9 of 18 passing tonight for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. 13.5 minutes to go in regulation. Wonder Boys down by 7 with the football. Reesner wants to throw. Reesner across the middle, intercepted. Second interception of the night for Malik Preston. He returns it into Arkansas Tech territory where Justin Bailey makes the tackle just shy of the 40. And Southern Arkansas gets the football back in Arkansas Tech territory with a 7-point lead and with 13 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Arkansas Tech guilty of its second turnover, and both of them have been at the hands of Malik Preston interceptions. Barrett Renner brings the Mule Rider offense back onto the field. Renner will be alone in the backfield to start, at least. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Renner awaits the snap, has it, rolls the pocket to his left. Renner looking to throw, does so. It is just beyond the reach of his intended receiver at the 30-yard line as he tried to connect with Darion Arduin, who caught a touchdown pass in the first half for Southern Arkansas, unable to reel this one in. And it'll bring up second down and 10 for the Mule Riders. The line of scrimmage remains the Arkansas Tech 42. Tech defense trying to come through with a 3 and out here to get the football back for the Wonder Boys after the turnover. Renner on second down and 10. Has the snap. Here comes some pressure. He unloads. It is incomplete, but a penalty flag is thrown. There with the coverage for Arkansas Tech, it was Mike Sherwood, and he is going to be ruled to be guilty of pass interference by the official on the far side of the field. It will be a spot foul at the 30-yard line of Arkansas Tech. And from there, it'll be first down, Southern Arkansas. It is the 12th penalty of the night against Arkansas Tech for a total of 90 yards. We've seen 25 penalties in all here tonight. But one of the big factors is Southern Arkansas has been able to eliminate its mistakes in the second half. Just 1 penalty since halftime for the Mule Riders. Renner in a pistol formation. Keandre Purifoy is behind him. He will fake to Purifoy. Renner wants to throw toward the end zone. It is just beyond the reach of Carrance Higgins. Incomplete near the goal line. And it will be second down and 10 SAU at the Tech 30. Stops the clock with 12 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. SAU 21, Arkansas Tech 14. On the defensive line for the Wonder Boys, Byron Pruitt will get a breather, replaced by Christian Mayer, a freshman from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Second down and 10 for Southern Arkansas. Renner has the snap. Renner steps up, throws to the far side, complete to his running back, Michael Nunnery. Nunnery forced out of bounds by KJ Reed, well short of the first down marker. They'll spot Nunnery out at the 27 with a gain of 3, and it will be third down and 7 for Southern Arkansas. The breeze would be at the back of Bradford Grims, their place kicker, if Southern Arkansas is unable to pick up the first down here. If they gain nothing from this spot, it would be a 44-yard attempt for Grims. Last year, his longest field goal that was successful was 42 yards. Let's see what they do on third down. Complete across the middle to Tanner Hudson, shy of the first down. A great open field tackle made by Kristen Trammell to stop Hudson short of the first down at the 21-yard line. The gain on the play was 6. Southern Arkansas will go for it on 4th and 1. Wonder Boys trying desperately to get some additional personnel onto the field, some additional beef up front, expecting a run up the middle by Southern Arkansas here on 4th and 1. The running back, Nunnery, got a head start, and the referee fortunately caught him. You'll see running backs do that a lot in this situation, and a lot of times they get away with it, but not that time, as Nunnery took at least 2 steps forward before the snap of the football, and he was correctly ruled guilty of a false start. The 5-yard penalty moves the football back to the 26-yard line.
Into the ball game, number 19, Bradford Graham.
And from there, it'll be 4th down and 6. And it looks like Southern Arkansas will go for the field goal try now to try to make this a 2-possession lead here early in the 4th quarter. Bradford Grims will attempt a 43-yard field goal from the left hash mark with the wind at his back. His longest successful try a year ago was 42 yards. This time from 43 out of a hold by Lancaster. The kick is away. It'll be plenty long, and it is no good. Wide to the right. He didn't get the hook as Grims misses from 43 yards, and the Wonder Boys defense comes through with the stop. Arkansas Tech gets the football back, still trailing by just 7, and we've got timeout here in the Team Clean broadcast booth. We will step aside for a 1-minute break. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of Greek life.
But I didn't know Tech would change my life.
I knew Tech would help me become a leader.
But I didn't know Tech would lead me to graduate school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
It's easy to see why more than 12,000 students choose Tech. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
I knew that Arkansas Tech would help me stand out from the crowd.
But I didn't know I'd be standing out in front of the crowd.
I knew I wanted to be a part of...
11 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter, and the Wonder Boys get the football back following the missed field goal by Southern Arkansas. Ty Reisner will work from a pistol formation. Reisner brings J.V. Davis in motion, turns, hands it off to Brian Allen. Allen goes up the middle to the 29-yard line, a gain of 3 for the junior from Forest City. Stop made for Southern Arkansas by Elgin Moore.
Stop made by Elgin Moore, number 20.
And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wonder Boys, I should say, with 11:25 to go in the 4th quarter, and Southern Arkansas leading 21-14. Reisner, same formation. Hands it off to Allen. This time Allen bounces it out to the outside, running right. Will be close to the 1st down marker, tripped up around the 35-yard line. Among the Mule Riders in on that stop, Kendricks McCann and Corey Jenkins. They mark him down at the 35, which is a yard short of the yard to gain, so it's 3rd down and 1 for Arkansas Tech. Reisner will hand it off to Christian Thompson. Thompson runs left, tripped up, but not before he gets the Arkansas Tech 1st down. Christian Thompson, who has been the best 3rd down running back in the GAC for 2 years running, converts there for the Wonder Boys and moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 Tech at its own 41. Hand off again to Thompson. Thompson bowls over the 1st man, but then a 2nd wave of Southern Arkansas defenders arrive, led again by Elgin Moore. They will spot Thompson down for no gain at the 41. It's 2nd down and 10 for Arkansas Tech. Therese Hampton, who has a reception here in the 2nd half, checks in at wide receiver, along with Drew Wade, I believe, to my eye, in for the first time, a freshman wide receiver from Pine Bluff. Reisner joined in the backfield by Christian Thompson on 2nd down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the Wonder Boys 41. Man in motion McKenzie. Reisner fakes the handoff, steps up, throws across the middle. It is caught by Wade. Wade has running room in front to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas Tech. And what a way for Drew Wade to begin his Arkansas Tech career. His first career reception is a 59-yard touchdown pass from Ty Reisner, and the Wonder Boys are an extra point away from tying it up. What a spark Drew Wade sends through the crowd here at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field. Arkansas Tech touchdown brought to you by Phil Wright Autoplex. Eric Perez's extra point try is on its way. It is good, and our new score with 9:46 to go in the fourth quarter is Arkansas Tech 21, Southern Arkansas 21. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
Deep for Southern Arkansas will be number 4, Sidney Moore, and number 22, Sir Charles Perkins.
The big play has been the Wonder Boys' friend here tonight. Touchdown passes of 23, 35, and 59 yards by Ty Reisner have allowed the Wonder Boys to stay tied with the nationally 22nd ranked Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. The score now 21 apiece, as Derek Gutierrez gets set to kick it back to Southern Arkansas. He sends it away. It'll come down inside the 10-yard line at the 7. Received there by Sir Charles Perkins. Perkins with a burst out to the 30-yard line, stacked up shortly thereafter at about the 32. Eric McPherson among the Wonder Boys in on the stop. And Kelly Davis, that's not a real bad way to get your first career reception, is it? A 59-yard touchdown strike to Drew Wade.
Well, it's a pretty good way to start. Everybody everybody downstairs was thought we need to come check on you. That was quite a call, my friend, quite a call.
And quite a burst of speed by Drew Wade as the freshman comes in and gives the Arkansas Tech offense, and indeed the entire Wonder Boys team, a lift. And now the Mule Riders, it's their turn. What will they do on 1st and 10 from their own 32?
You hope for a 3 and out.
Handoff Nunnery. Nunnery goes up the middle. And among the Wonder Boys there to stop him, Darren Kane, along with Seth Culp. The tackle is made over the 35-yard line at the 36. The gain is 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Southern Arkansas.
Probably going to try to take advantage of that big offensive line and just run behind it when they can.
Seth Culp now with 13 tackles tonight for Arkansas Tech, the senior linebacker out of Temple, Texas. Barrett Renner on 2nd down, has the snap, wants to throw toward the far side, looking for Weisheidt. Weisheidt makes the grab and goes out of bounds with the football at the 50-yard line. It is a gain of 14. Beautiful out route there by Weisheidt, and the Mule Riders move the chains, picking up their 18th first down of the night.
Well, they did get a little bit better pressure on the quarterback that time, but he released it, like I said, just in time to make the pass, make the completion.
Kristen Trammell back in the Arkansas Tech secondary, replacing Jordan Hill for the time being. 1st and 10 Mule Riders. Line of scrimmage is the 50. 8:40 to go, fourth quarter. Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 21. Renner wants to throw toward the far boundary, has Hudson. Hudson makes the catch. Hudson makes a man miss and then loses his balance. Steps out of bounds, forced out by Quay Rose. The gain to the Arkansas Tech 29-yard line is 21 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Southern Arkansas. Barrett Renner now over 300 passing yards on the night. He's 32 of 40 for 337 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Well, I tell you what, having the time, that sure pays off for you, doesn't it?
Absolutely. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 1st and 10 Southern Arkansas at the Arkansas Tech 29-yard line. Renner wants to throw again. Renner again with a lot of time. Throws it toward the far boundary. Incomplete. Nothing there. Excellent excellent coverage downfield by the Wonder Boys secondary. There was nowhere else Barrett Renner could reasonably throw that football.
No, he had no choice but to throw it away that time to prevent any ill will as far as an interception.
There have been 4 turnovers in the game, 2 by Southern Arkansas and 2 by Arkansas Tech. Both of Southern Arkansas's turnovers have been on lost fumbles. Both of Arkansas Tech's turnovers have been on interceptions. 2nd down and 10 for the Riders. Renner throws a screen pass complete to the far sideline. Desmond Jones, the receiver, and he is forced out of bounds inside the 25 at the 22-yard line. The gain of 7 will bring up 3rd down and 3 for Southern Arkansas. The Mule Riders are 5 out of 12 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
Well, let's call it a long 3.
Yeah, they end up putting that football closer to the 23-yard line. Let's call it 3rd and 4. Let's make it a little tougher on them. Renner takes the snap, hands it off on an end around. It's Sir Charles Perkins, and he will not get there. Great pursuit by the Arkansas Tech defense, led by KJ Reed. Jerry Henry also there to help out for the Wonder Boys. And Southern Arkansas now with a decision, and they will make the decision to give Bradford Grimms another try. And it'll be from the same distance, from the same hash mark from which he missed just a few minutes ago.
Let's hope for the same result.
It's a 43-yard try from the left hash mark, again with the wind at his back. Distance was not a problem the first time. He just didn't get the hook to get it back inside the right upright. The placement is down. The kick is not made. Now Lancaster's going to have to run for his life around left end.
Did not make it.
And Lancaster is forced out of bounds short of the first down by Darren Kane. I do not think that was a called fake. I think Bradford Grimms literally just stubbed his toe as he got to the football to try that 43-yard kick. As we say in golf, he hit the big ball, be it the earth, before he hit the small ball, in this case the football. And as a result of that miss, Southern Arkansas turns the football over on downs, and Arkansas Tech gets the football with a chance to take its first lead of the night. 6:51 to go in the 4th quarter, and the score is tied at 21.
Plenty of time. Let's have a 6-minute and 50-second drive right here.
Ty Reesner in a shotgun formation, 1st and 10 from his own 27. Reesner has the snap, hands to Brian Allen. Allen around right in, thought he had some daylight for a moment, but then that daylight was closed by the imposing figure of Malik Preston. Preston, who has 2 interceptions here tonight, makes the stop after a gain of 3 by Brian Allen.
Hey, you are right. There was a little bit of daylight, but he was able to get 3 yards out of it. Good job, though. Positive yards.
Allen, after that gain of 3, will get a breather, replaced by Braden Stringer at the running back spot. Ty Reesner, the quarterback. Reesner will hand to Stringer. Stringer running room left. He's out to the 35, has a good block to get him to the 40. He's out to the 45 and forced out of bounds at the 48 or 9-yard line. It is going to be a gain for the Wonder Boys, and they will give him 18 yards to the 48, and credit not only the offensive line up front, but J.V. Davis with the key block downfield. 1st and 10 Tech from its own 48. Reesner wants to throw, screen, complete to J.V. Davis. He's wrapped up and taken down for a loss.
Oh, great defensive effort that time. You got to give him credit for that one.
The stop made at the 47-yard line for a loss of 1. It was Lorenzo Watkins on the tackle for Southern Arkansas. Jerry Ewing is going to check in at halfback for the Wonder Boys. I have 2 halfbacks in the game here, Ewing and Eastburn, both to the left side of the formation. On 2nd down and 11, Arkansas Tech from its own 47-yard line. We're down to 5:27 to play in the 4th quarter. Reesner throws complete to J.V. Davis, short of the first down, tackled at the 45-yard line. Stop made by Lorenzo Watkins. They'll give him the 44-yard line. The pickup on the play is 9 yards.
3rd and 2.
And it will be 3rd and 2 for the Wonder Boys. They want to go quickly. Two setbacks split Ty Reesner. He sends Stringer in motion right. Reesner hands to Eastburn, big hole up the middle, first down and more, down to the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 for the junior out of Piercy, Arkansas, Chris Eastburn, renowned throughout the GAC for his blocking ability. In his entire 3-year career at Arkansas Tech, that was only his 3rd rushing attempt, and he carries it 6 yards for a first down. Now it's Reesner in a pistol formation on 1st and 10 at the SAU 38. Hands to Stringer. Stringer runs up the middle and is ridden to the ground at the 35-yard line following a gain of 3. Stop made for Southern Arkansas by Dominique Scott.
Very good drive so far. A timeout.
Scott made the stop.
I'm not sure if
it's time for
second down, 7.
maybe equipment, or number 9 over there on the sideline for SAU came off.
Able to make it under his own power, and so play will continue with now 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Tech and Southern Arkansas tied at 21. The Wonder Boys have not led all night. Can they change that right here? Hand off Stringer. Stringer up the middle, 30, 25, and taken down from behind as he goes over the 25-yard line. Kasim Smith with perhaps a touchdown saving tackle for Southern Arkansas. And it'll be 1st and 10 Wonder Boys at the SAU 23. Reesner wants to go quickly. Low snap. Reesner's going to have to run for his life, and he's dropped for a loss back at the 30.
Flag comes down.
Everything went wrong there for the Wonder Boys as Arkansas Tech tried to go with the quick snap, trying to catch the Southern Arkansas defense off guard, and I think the Wonder Boys might have kind of fooled themselves a little bit, trying to go a little too quick.
Well, if this is a holding call, how many have we had tonight? Holding calls.
Here's the referee to let us know.
The tackle was made by the tail of the jersey, not the top. Second down.
I'm not real sure. He said
I couldn't understand what he said either.
He gave some kind of explanation, but the play is going to stand. They've picked up the penalty flag. The play went for a loss of 6 on the low snap that Reesner just had to pick up and run for his life to his left. It's 2nd down and 16 at the SAU 29. Eric Perez, the Wonder Boys place kicker, getting loose on the sideline. Reesner under pressure, throws down the middle, has Eastburn. Eastburn makes the grab. First down, Arkansas Tech, and we might get an illegal hit. We might get a hit by the Southern Arkansas defender on Eastburn as he made that grab inside the 15, and this may be half the distance to the goal. It may be about to be 1st and goal Wonder Boys, depending upon the outcome of this penalty. Here with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in regulation.
Well, that was about the only thing you could call right there, was a hit to the helmet.
The officials are sorting it out. Here with 3:42 to go and the score tied at 21.
Wonder Boys are celebrating, so it must be against SAU.
Result of the play is a completed pass.
They do rule it complete.
Personal foul, targeting.
And then a personal foul for targeting against Southern Arkansas.
And I believe
he is ejected.
The player is ejected.
And it's not just any player, it's Elgin Moore, who has played a critical role here tonight for Southern Arkansas. And the Mule Riders will be without his services for the rest of the way. The Wonder Boys have made a change at quarterback. In at quarterback for Arkansas Tech is Tanner Gaines, the freshman from Hector. Gaines will direct the offense on 1st and goal from the 5. Now Gaines looks to the near sideline. The referee looking to the Southern Arkansas sideline.
I think they're waiting for the player to go to the dressing room, so making sure he made his way that way.
Here we go. Gaines is the quarterback on 1st and goal. He hands to Braden Stringer. Stringer will be dropped for a loss. The first man there for Southern Arkansas was Devondrick Lisson.
Yeah, SAU played that one very well. They plugged the hole.
The loss on the play is marked back all the way to the 10-yard line, a loss of 5 on the run. And it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Wonder Boys from the 10-yard line. Ty Reesner back in at quarterback. Jerry Ewing and Chris Eastburn, 2 halfbacks to the left side of the formation. Braden Stringer is the running back, 2 receivers right. On 2nd and goal, Reesner has the snap. He will fake to Stringer, running route left, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas Tech, as Ty Reesner goes leaping over the goal line to give the Wonder Boys their first lead of the night with 2 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. And what a fake by Ty Reesner. When he faked the handoff to Braden Stringer, the entire defense went that direction, and from that point it was real easy for the senior from Cashion, Oklahoma to score a touchdown, brought to you by Phil Wright Autoplex.
What a play.
Now Perez to try the extra point to make it a 7-point lead for the Wonder Boys. The placement is down, the kick is away, it is good, and our new score with 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining is Arkansas Tech 28 and nationally 22nd ranked Southern Arkansas 21 back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. I believe away for the Wonder Boys. He and Derek Gutierrez have split these duties here tonight. And it will be Perez this time to kick it away for Arkansas Tech, with the Wonder Boys leading for the first time tonight. 28-21 following an 11-play, 73-yard scoring drive that took 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Kickoff is received at the 9-yard line, bringing it out for Southern Arkansas is Sidney Moore. Moore now running left, trying to get the corner on the return on the coverage man, and he cannot do it, as Cornelius Dortch was equal to the task for Arkansas Tech. The junior cornerback out of Loosedale, Mississippi, able to track Moore down and make the stop just beyond the 30-yard line. And now the Arkansas Tech defense will try to put this one away for the Wonder Boys with 2:43 left.
How about this Arkansas Tech fan base? Look at there. They're on their feet. They are cheering this defense on.
Barrett Renner in a shotgun formation, down by 7. First time Southern Arkansas has trailed all night. Renner lobs it toward the far boundary. It's intercepted! Picked off at the midfield stripe, and it was Quay Rose with the interception, the junior out of McGee, Arkansas, with his 8th career interception, and the Wonder Boys get the football back with a 7-point lead and 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go.
Ooh, mercy sakes.
Southern Arkansas was the preseason pick among league coaches to win the Great American Conference Football Championship this season, and tonight the Wonder Boys picked 6th in that same preseason poll, have got them on the ropes with 2:36 to play.
Got to protect the ball here.
Brian Allen will be the running back. Chris Eastburn the halfback, Ty Reesner the quarterback. Allen goes in motion left. Handoff Eastburn. Eastburn up the middle, and he'll be wrapped up in Southern Arkansas territory, taken down at the 46-yard line with a gain of 4.
SAU just took one of their 3 timeouts.
And here in the Team Clean broadcast booth, we will take a 30-second break with them. Wonder Boys lead, and they've got the ball. It's 28-21, 2:29 left, back in 30 seconds. This is Arkansas Tech football. Two minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Arkansas Tech 28, Southern Arkansas 21. Wonder Boys with the football, 2nd down and 6 at the SAU 46-yard line. Pistol formation, Reesner the quarterback, Christian Thompson the running back. Man in motion, J.V. Davis. Handoff is to Thompson. Christian Thompson out of Dardanelle, Arkansas, carries the football, and a host of Southern Arkansas defenders down to the 43, and the Mule Riders want a timeout.
Just grind it out.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Tech leads 28-21. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Wonder Boys.
I knew Arkansas Tech had an impressive history,
but I didn't know that my professors would look out for my future.
I knew I'd be throwing fastballs on the field, but I didn't know I'd be on the fast track to physical therapy school.
I knew my art professors had years of experience, but I didn't know that I would get real-world experience before graduation.
I knew Tech was close to home,
but I didn't know it would feel like home.
Tech has one of the highest graduation rates in the state. Come take a tour of campus and discover what else you don't know about Tech.
One nationally ranked GAC team has gone down tonight. Can the Wonder Boys make it two by taking out 22nd ranked Southern Arkansas? On third down, Reesner hands to Christian Thompson. Thompson running right, spinning, churning, and he will have the first down. First down, Arkansas Tech with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and Southern Arkansas can only stop the clock one more time.
Just one more time out left. You know the Wonder Boys will keep the ball in play, let that clock run.
First and 10, Wonder Boys at the 39 following the run by Christian Thompson. A gain of 4 yards for the 18th first down of the night for the Wonder Boys. Tech now 6 of 15 on third down conversions in this game. Wonder Boys, as you would expect, taking their time. Play clock down to 6. A minute 47 left in regulation. Tech leads by 7. Handoff Christian Thompson. Again, he bowls his way forward, and Southern Arkansas will use its final timeout following a gain of 1. A minute and 40 seconds left. Arkansas Tech 28, Southern Arkansas 21. Back in 30 seconds. In the Team Clean broadcast booth, you're listening to the Wonder Boys. One minute and 40 seconds remaining. Arkansas Tech 28, Southern Arkansas 21. And the math becomes pretty simple now. The Mule Riders are out of timeouts. And so if Arkansas Tech could find a way to get one more first down, that would for sure put this one away here tonight at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field as the Wonder Boys try to extend a streak in this series. The home team had won 9 straight between Tech and Southern Arkansas coming into tonight. And now the Wonder Boys are 100 seconds away from extending that streak to 10 meetings in a row.
Got to get that first down.
Second down and 9 from the SAU 38. Reesner hands to Christian Thompson. Thompson lowers his shoulder and takes the football down to the 35-yard line. Stopped by Southern Arkansas's Lamontrick Turner, but that clock will just keep on rolling, and it'll be down under a minute before the Wonder Boys have to snap the football again. When they do, it'll be third down and 6 from the Southern Arkansas 35-yard line. I would suspect, and it's only just a guess, I would suspect the Wonder Boys will choose to run the football here and ensure that clock keeps on moving, even if it reduces their chances of picking up the first down. Let's see what they do. It's third down and 6. Christian Thompson is the running back. Play clock at 3. Reesner turns, hands to Thompson. Thompson runs right, gets through the first wave of tacklers, and will be able, as a result, get back close to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be fourth down for the Wonder Boys. A loss of 1 to the 36. It's fourth down and 7. The play clock is at 30. The game clock is at 42 seconds. So a 12-second difference. And so the Wonder Boys will have to snap it here on fourth down. And if they do not pick up a first down on a fourth down play,
take the delay. Back you up 5 yards, you still can pin them deep with a punt, good punt.
It looks like Southern Arkansas, unless the Wonder Boys try something unexpected here. It looks like Southern Arkansas will get one more offensive snap, though. Whistles as the Wonder Boys call timeout. We will keep it here through this break in the action. You know, Kelly, one strategery here with 12 seconds left would be to snap it to Clayton Watson and have him running around like a fool for 12 seconds.
Well, just run
all the way out the back of the end zone for a safety.
Run out of the back of your end zone and take the safety. Well, and make sure it takes you 12 seconds to get out of that.
Yes.
Get to the end zone.
Yes, and make sure you make it all the way out. It would be another, because it is fourth down.
They go, the old zigzag.
Yes, do not fall down inbounds.
Yes.
Because it is fourth down here. But it'll be interesting to see what do the Wonder Boys do now. Do you just go ahead and go through with the punt, pin them deep? That's probably the safest play, although it does give Southern Arkansas one more offensive snap.
I don't think you want to do anything silly like a fake punt and try to run with it because he is standing on the 50.
Yep.
So, from the 50, he's probably just going to go ahead and punt away here and pin him deep.
Yeah, if you run with it, it better be out the back of the end zone as time is expiring.
It looks like they're bringing everything but the one receiver.
12 seconds left. Wonder Boys lead 28-21. Watson will go through with the punt. Rugby-style kick that lands inside the 20, takes a bounce. It hits a mule rider. It's loose at the 10. Who fell on it? It looks like Southern Arkansas got it back. And with 2 seconds remaining, Southern Arkansas will get one more snap as it will be first down and 90 for Southern Arkansas.
Got a SAU player down on about the 42, maybe a leg cramp.
It is Antonio Washington who had to leave earlier under similar circumstances with a leg cramp.
He did leave earlier.
Able to get back out there here late in the game, but now
it looks like the left leg this time. The first time it was his right leg, now it's his left leg.
So there are 2 seconds on the clock. Arkansas Tech 28.
How many defensive backs will we put out there?
A bunch. Southern Arkansas 21. It's a 7-point lead for the Wonder Boys.
Say about a 3-man rush. Everybody else back.
First down and 90 for Southern Arkansas.
Putting Quay all the way back to about the 35-yard line.
Along with Kristen Trammell and DJ Williams. 3 Wonder Boys all the way downfield.
Now watch the laterals. Watch maybe the short pass and just start passing it backwards.
Barrett Renner looks to throw. It is complete across the middle, then dropped by Tanner Hudson, and that's the end of the game. And the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys have taken down the 22nd ranked team in the nation and the preseason favorites to win the GAC. Our final score tonight at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville is Arkansas Tech 28, Southern Arkansas 21, and they will sing the fight song tonight at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field as the Wonder Boys open their 103rd season with an upset win over Southern Arkansas.
Oh, what a great way to start your season. Yeah.
Oh, I got that. He just like.
Yes.
And gets me. Oh, we did a crash. Oh, there he is. Don't cramp up, don't cramp up, don't cramp up. Oh, baby, go! Hey, at least it's a first. Oh, come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. Attaboy. I got that.
Back with you at Thone Stadium at Burkle Field in Russellville, where the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys have picked up a 28-21 win over Southern Arkansas University. Turn this crowd mic back up so you'll be able to hear the band and the football.